Hello.
Well
How's
set.
my voice?
We're primed, handy, dandy.
Am I alright? What do you think?
Need more snare in your headphones, or are you good?
Snare in the headphones.
I don't know what snare is.
Me either.
We did it.
We did it.
Second
We're in.
episode.
Within
We're
a
in.
week of the first.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to DD's podcast, or as we like to call ourselves, the Delicious Dudes. We're back at it again with the three main men, as always, Cameron, Brandon, and Israel. We have our Jamie in the studio as well, helping us out, being a god behind the set. You know how it'd be.
True.
We're back at it again with the top 10 most delicious topics of the week.
I almost replaced Jamie earlier.
With who?
I almost replaced Jerry, I guess. Dude, someone needs to
would
be a
be
new tech
funny.
guy. I'm sorry, Jamie.
Thanks for interrupting the intro.
I just had to let the people know.
Could have just waited
He's
like
replaced.
3 more seconds. We're gonna replace you.
What other shitty garage can you do this?
Oh, we're
with?
gonna use the same garage. We're just gonna replace you.
Dude, you'll be Jamie.
You're sitting in the back.
We'll have
Go to the
Fred
back
over
of the
here.
bus.
All right.
Anyways, we're back at it again with the top 10 most delicious topics of the week. Hope you guys are ready, because we sure as hell aren't.
So I was thinking of replacing Jamie.
Oh yeah? You have any candidates in mind?
Probably Jerry, if I had to guess.
Jerry would be bad at it.
I'm gonna be very bad at it.
Dude, we're already on our Jerry shit.
Oh,
Forgive me, Lord. I'm on my Jerry shit. God, he's great. Can't get enough of that Jerry.
Jerry is pretty cool. I'm not gonna
Every
lie.
night, I push my chest out like this, just a little bit, hoping it becomes a triangle. Nice little
Dude,
pyramid.
what side? Because Jerry's not a hero. what sidekick would Jerry be?
Jerry's
Jerry's
totally
like
an
a-
aqua lad.
Dude, he is a pretty sick
He's an
aqua
aqua lad.
I can see that, dude.
He's not a hero.
He's not quite there yet.
He's either aqua lad or the kid that shoots bows fast.
He's incredible.
He's incredible. Speedy.
Dang.
I like aqua lad though.
The only way Jerry could be a hero like in a movie is he's like the awkward teen phase, and then it cuts to like the hero as an adult. Like Jerry could be that teen
Well, that was
phase.
gonna be like the hero died and he has to step up, and he's clearly
Yeah.
unprepared.
Yeah, that too. I can see Jerry doing that.
Jerry's,
But I don't know if I'm ready, Mr. Superman. I don't know. I made Jerry sound in the movie. He's
still a wholesome young boy.
He's
I don't
up
know if I'm ready.
the odds on him.
Senor, I don't know if I'm ready.
Hey, wait.
Ay, Dios mío.
I could see him sacrificing himself for another person.
Yeah, he just has a
And-
cool smirk right before he hits the fire or whatever.
Jerry, no! And he's like, just smiles at
Not
me.
gay.
Not gay.
I'm not gay. What if like he jumps like in a way to like block like a projectile, hits his chest and like fixes him instead of
Dude.
dying?
Oh shit!
That'd be pretty cool.
He gets one free like he can tank one hit.
We're playing like the world's like most dangerous game of dodgeball, and Jerry goes to jump in front of me and fixes his
What if he's
chest.
not Jerry though?
What if that changes him? It becomes Mega Jerry.
Whoa. Nigga Jerry.
It's the Nigga Jerry. He just says, "I'm gay."
Dude,
I'm gay with confidence.
That'd be pretty cool. It's
Yeah.
obviously
Well,
gonna
Nigga
wigger.
Jerry would be like outwardly very gay, but secretly straight.
True.
He'd be the straightest man I
He'd be
know.
the straightest man I know.
I'm like Jerry. The gayest
The
guy.
gayest guy I know. Shout out, Jerry.
That would be pretty cool. I think Brandon would be a villain.
I'd be a villain. I would love to be a villain.
Brandon would be a great villain.
Just fucking with Jerry. Not even doing like that bad stuff, just like fucking with him. Like, you're gay. You're gay.
No,
I'm
no.
not. You're gay. What if I told you you're gay? What would you say?
You capture only men, so he has to rescue him. But like, you're fucking gay, dude. You're rescuing a guy.
Can you do it?
That's gay.
I've captured the top 6 hottest male supermodels. They're all naked and chilling in little peanut oil.
Can you save him
Can
while
you
he's
save
wearing oil and not get a boner, Jerry? Can you do it?
Ethan can't. They're covered in peanut oil, dude. Ethan can't.
Oh, Ethan dies.
What's Ethan? I feel like Ethan's like a little news reporter boy.
Ethan's a citizen.
Ethan's the tech guy, the one who provides all the tech for everybody.
I can see
He's
that.
the Q.
I was gonna say Ethan's gonna be the guy from Incredibles who gets mad that he gets saved.
You didn't save my life. You ruined my death.
Oh, my bad.
Oh shit, my bad. I like the idea of him being a tech guy. Like I'm going out to like do super stuff, and he's
Drew
like,
could be
"Here's
the
your
other
VR
one.
goggles. Here's your little Beat Saber stuff." I'm like, whoa,
Drew's
whoa,
a
whoa.
minion, dude. He's your
Drew's a
minion.
minion.
Drew is kind of perfect for the Incredibles one though.
What?
So
Oh, yeah.
save my life, I'm trying to kill myself.
Yeah, he's a
Superheroes
citizen
are
here.
fucking assholes.
He's just a citizen who's always there.
Yeah.
He just happens to be there when
Always
shit
getting
happens.
Caught. Fish? He needs a hero.
What would Cameron be? The retarded child that always needs saving?
Can I be a damsel in distress?
It would be a nice damsel. I can see you being a hero. Not a good one.
He's a hero who
Yeah.
tries his best but
Yeah.
fucks up a vast majority of the
What's
time.
that hero in One Punch?
Oh, the
bicycle guy?
Moomin Rider?
Yeah.
Can I be Moomin Rider?
Moomin Rider's cool as hell.
Is he
That's a
too
little
cool for me?
you.
Fuck.
I'm afraid, dude.
No.
Might be a little too cool for you.
Sorry, brother.
You're more like a My Hero Academia kind of guy.
Like who?
I don't know. You didn't make the cut.
I didn't make the cut.
Yeah, he's a kid who didn't
You're
make
in
another.
another class. For
Surely you're part of Class C, brother.
What would be my quirk? What
Mm,
would be my power?
it's a good quirk for you. Not anything math related. That's 300 feet right there, brother.
Kid can reduce all friction in his body. Like a slide around everywhere.
Hairless. Good Cameron quirk.
Ooh, I could turn myself into a ball so someone else can bowl me at enemies.
That's fun. I don't lie to you. That's
It's
pretty
still,
fun.
I'm still not really doing anything. I just
Yeah.
turn into a big bowling ball. Someone
Trying to
sticks
think
their
of, like,
fingers
In your ass?
Yeah. They stick their fingers in my ass with my elastic suit opens up for.
Yeah. Takes that into account.
So you got a hole all the time in your ass.
Sticks it in. Doom.
Very cool.
Then
I
I
don't
bowl
hate it.
into evil Brandon or whatever.
Damn.
And Brandon
Big
gets
business
it.
Brandon, dude.
That's gay.
The hell?
Jerry has to, you're Jerry's sidekick. And Jerry's so against using you. He just makes
doesn't
you
want
stand
to.
on the
Oh,
side.
man, that's gay.
You gotta stand on the side, Cameron. I'm not gonna use you. That's gay.
Can I bounce on my bowling ball?
I don't see why.
Can I be a
not.
little cheerful guy? I'm like, come on, Jerry, throw me.
Jerry, come on, use me.
Use my hole. Oh,
Dude, you're Jerry's strongest tool in his belt.
But he can't use me.
He can't use you, dude. Has to be a dire situation.
I do like to imagine Jerry as a very shitty Batman. Like a
I
very
do like imagine Jerry sticking his finger in your ass.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, me too. That's pretty cool.
I'm a fan, personally. When does the manga drop? Straight man and bull boy.
Cum tart and straight man. Damn. I was trying to think of cum related powers, but it's too cliche. Too on the nose.
I shoot cum out of my
Cum.
fingertips. I can shoot fingernails out, but they're laced with cum.
No.
They're laced with
You could just shoot cum out of every orifice in your body. So you can spit cum, shit cum, piss cum.
Here cum.
Yeah. When you sneeze out cum.
Not bad.
That'd be pretty cool. Shoot snot rockets at people. She's pregnant. Got him.
Then like for like a episode where you're all tied up and you can't come for some reason, someone just squeezed your nipples and it comes on them.
Jerry, I need you to squeeze my nipples. It's the only way to get out of here. So I got off this rope tied around us.
It'll make the
That's
rope
gay,
crusty
kid.
and then you can break it with your hand.
Does Jerry have any super strength?
No.
So what is he like?
What is Jerry's power?
Shitty Aquaman? Shitty Aqualad?
Well,
Good power for Jerry. I would say this might not be his main power, but it's like an offshoot of his power. Is like he knows like really detailed facts about things that like no one cares about.
it's just a trivia.
like a show no one's heard about. He knows the writers and like everybody on that show.
I don't think it's part of a quirk.
About the...
I don't think it's a quirk. I think
Yeah, this might be Jerry.
that's just Jerry.
Personality.
You just naming Jerry, dude.
That's true.
Oh.
Got a boy.
What would Jared's power be? Gerald's power? Huh.
I would like to see him with some boomerangs.
Jerry with boomerangs?
Even though that doesn't make sense. Seems like it'd be fun.
Are they big? Like
Yeah.
comically big? Or
I
does he
like
have,
to
little
imagine that he misses all the time, though.
Oh,
He's not good with them. He just uses them.
the most curved weapon for the straightest man.
They're rainbow shaped.
Not
They're not even like perfect diagonals. They're like curvy.
Jerry, just let me know when you're ready.
Just come out.
Just come out. Come on.
cool, dude.
It's cool.
What if Gerald's power has like really strong finger strength? And that's why Cameron's his sidekick.
Airtight, sealed. That'd be pretty cool. I don't hate that.
Mm-hmm.
So when
What
Gerald
my villain power be?
fucking gets you, you can't escape his grasp.
I want to be business themed.
Business theme.
Imagine like the Kingpin,
Yeah, Kingpin.
but with sleeves ripped off, of course, you know?
Yeah, when I get down to business.
Hold on.
I like to imagine the opposite.
Jerry, you're gay.
You're gay.
I like to imagine the opposite. Your sleeves are always ripped, and then when you do villainy, you just put them on.
Let me roll these up.
But Jerry, how can you attack me if my shirt's off? No!
You'd have to touch another man, Jerry. That'd be gay.
You can't take me to jail if I'm naked, Jerry.
Checking mate.
No!
Ugh.
That's
Then-
tough, dude.
For the
Jerry.
hardest of battles like that, that's when I offer myself up, and he has to stick a finger in.
Jerry, you don't understand. We can't defeat him any other way.
Harry's backstory is
The end of
so
it-
cruel, too.
The end of every episode, he has to use Cameron.
Dad got gay raped. It's a cruel backstory, dude.
Was he there at least?
No.
He
No, he
He
heard
just
it?
heard about it second.
Damn, that's awful. That's
That
pretty
sounds
gay.
pretty gay, Dad.
Did his dad like die from it at all? or-
No.
He just turned gay.
He just tells him about it. And it just really hit hard for Jerry. He's like, that's pretty gay.
That's
I don't want to
gay.
be like
I
that.
don't wanna be like that.
He's like, yeah, it was pretty gay, son. Don't do that.
Well, so speaking on that, like, of like superpowers and shit, what fictional properties would you want like put into this world from like, I don't know, like to give an
we got,
example?
Teen Titans Go it.
No, like
Steal property.
no, like the Star Wars has like the Force type of like kind of property
The Force.
to it.
It's just the
Uh,
Force. Yeah.
Avatar has like the bending
What like
type of
what
properties.
like what
What's our,
like
like,
fictional
magic?
like powers?
What's our lore?
Yeah, if you
Fictional-
had to bring like another like I can't really think of the correct word for it.
Dude, what would it
Powers?
Yeah, it's like a like
be? Yeah.
yeah powers or power system or
He's a
something.
fucking star, shooting star.
From
I would
what?
like D&D logic to be applicable in real life.
What do you mean?
Like D&D logic, like
Well,
magical items and like just magic and shit.
Yeah.
Like being
Okay.
paladins, being like I don't know, like
Like
gay vampires and succubuses and shit like that.
That's pretty cool.
Like just the world works like just D&D but like in modern times. Just imagine that.
I was picturing like.
So
a
I
shooting
roll for a
star.
raise.
No, not like that.
No, not like that.
He just means like we live like in an RPG essentially, but
That
we
would
don't
be pretty
know
cool.
it.
Well, I think that's a separate.
No, I mean like the magic and stuff of D&D.
Yeah, like it's all fancy.
Like you have like
style.
for example like you have the bag of holding, like you can hold infinite stuff, like that just
Yeah.
exists.
But in
real-
modern times, you're saying?
yeah, just like in real
Oh,
life
okay.
though. Like that's what you're asking, right? Like in real life.
Mm.
That's why
I meant more so like universal properties. And that's why I brought up.
That's
like,
right,
the
like D&D.
Force, Will that be
Yeah.
universal like property?
It's like magic.
though?
Yeah, it's magic and
I feel
shit.
like a world with magic
Eh,
items.
yeah, okay, yeah.
That's why
Dude,
you
it'd
could
be
be
like
like,
Shaolin
yeah, I'm a
Showdown.
shaman, dude. I worship a fucking a forest demon. Like, want to talk to him?
Whoa!
Like, everyone's just born as a class. And, like, you just gotta fucking rock.
Can you reroll?
rock it. No, no reroll.
There's no rerolls.
Unless you have an item.
You
that
can't.
says
You
so.
can't trans roll, dude. Or actually, no, that would be real life. People try to trans roll, but they just can't do it.
I'd like to be a paladin. I'm like, come on, dude. You're a rogue. Everyone
You're
knows
born as a rogue,
Come
dude.
on.
You're fucking gay.
I was picturing like a shooting star that like granted like a few people their wishes who like did it. And Jerry's just like a little kid and he's like, God, I wish I was never gay. Like, so he's straight man, dude.
And the star just fucking flies back instead.
So sad because someone else wished just before him.
And then it was me right before it cuts to me. No, that's when they revealed my character. Is my wish came after Jerry's, and my
Ooh.
wish was I wish Jerry was gay. I hope Jerry's gay, but he just doesn't know it.
You override his wish.
That's how I'm his villain.
You're trying to get him to see the light, dude.
Yeah, I just want him to be happy.
Why? What were you thinking? Like, what would you want to exist?
He wanted someone's finger in his ass. He's like, man, my butthole's really itchy right now. Just wish someone could reach in there and scratch it for me.
Not be gay.
And then he just looked up. Oh, is that a shooting star? Oh, whoa.
I turned to a bowling ball on the spot. I hadn't really thought about it for myself. I was more so thinking what you guys would come up
Fuck,
with.
now why the fuck did you think of the question?
Well, I wanted to hear what you guys had to say.
Well, you heard mine.
I don't know. I
You
guess
heard my cruel backstory.
I guess Avatar. That'd be cool. What kind of bender would you be?
Just wish everyone was benders.
Yeah, that'd be
That's pretty
cool.
I'd be the bitch
The
bender.
only
dude.
thing that's
You be a
so
bitch
funny
bender?
Yeah,
about
dude.
it-
Be bending bitches over. Like
well, in
soccer,
that case,
dude.
I want to be a boy bender.
A bussy bender.
That's the bussy bender.
True.
That's him right there.
That's me.
Like
But, I feel like that world's so funny because, like, I don't think it's truly explained, but it just seems like maybe like 50% of the population just has no power.
Yeah.
You're just a peasant.
So you take a fat chance on like you just might
It's
not
pretty
be.
funny.
just RNG. Like, yeah, everything becomes real, and then like you just still don't have it.
You're just a normal ass kid. That's what was kind of interesting about Korra, which it didn't really it didn't do a good job, but
What?
it was interesting that they were like, it was like essentially the main plot was like,
Oh.
people with bending are out of control and normal people are tired of it. I'm sick and tired of all these benders in my neighborhood.
Is that an
dude.
incel allegory?
Huh?
Is that an incel allegory?
Yeah.
The
a little
incels
bit.
are the non-benders, and
Little
the
bit.
benders are like the Chads and Stacys. And like,
I mean, it
dude,
depends how you look at it.
we're over it. That's not cool anymore.
Or you look at it like a working class dude who's tired of the fucking 1%.
Except it's not 1%. It's a bigger
Tired
population.
of 20%. Nah, I don't think it's bigger. I think it's
In Avatar?
to me, I mean, I could be wrong. I always felt like 2080.
Well, I mean, the Fire Nation and the
Love power.
Fire
I would
Nation
say
and the Earth
30,
Nation,
70, but yeah, I'm close
Fire
to
Nation,
that.
Earth Nation, like their whole armies are benders.
Oh yeah, the army is but I'm talking about like whole population.
They have a whole nation of people.
Dude, imagine fucking recruiting someone that doesn't have powers. That's tough. This kid's like, I want to fight. I'm like, what can you do? He's like,
I could check
I got
this
the
rock
stick.
pretty good.
I got a boomerang.
Oh, that guy can throw boulders from like 300 feet.
What can you do?
What can
Most
you
of the armies are, well, yeah, all the armies are benders, and there's still like, there are benders who aren't soldiers. They're just benders that are just there.
Yeah.
I've been told I have non-bender vibes. I've been told
Yeah, I
I'm a
can see
non-bender. Like, oh, what do you
I can
guys?
see you being one of them swamp things, though.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
You be out there.
I would love to be a
You
swamp
and the
bender.
boys, dude. Dude, you know me?
I'm trans bender.
I already know. Like, I feel like I would think I would be an earthbender, but I'm just a firebender, dude. I'm gonna be honest.
In your heart,
I
you're
couldn't help it,
firebender.
dude. Like, dude, fuck these guys.
You know how
You say to me?
you know how easy it would be for a waterbender to rape people,
Oh yeah,
blood
dude.
bend them into place, and
Tough.
like you're done on a full moon. On full moon
Yeah.
nights.
Dude, on full moons, everyone's running to hide.
That's what I would be fighting against. Like, they rape people, dude.
blood
The waterbenders are savages. We gotta put them down. We're saving them, really. You know how the kids will save.
How can they live in the Arctic and still be brown? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. True. Dude, I would love to be. I don't know if I would, but I'd like to fantasize that I'd be with God, I can't
No,
remember his name.
Suki's mine. Sorry,
No,
dude.
dude.
He wants
I'm not
Ty Lee.
about sex. I was thinking about a man.
I was thinking
The
about
boulder?
First,
I was thinking about a boy.
First,
boulder.
firebender dude. I can't think of his name.
Oh.
Like, he's sick as hell. The one that tries to teach Aang firebending at the first time.
Oh,
He's like,
fuck.
I will not teach you. You are not ready.
You are not ready.
And then,
Get out.
Yeah, dude, that guy's sick as hell. I would love to be in his little rogue group that goes away from
What's
firebending.
his name?
I would follow him to the end of the earth. He's so rad. I fucking love that guy. And then the fucking
Jamie, look it up for me, please. Who originally tries to teach Aang firebending?
True. I want to say it starts with a B.
I want to say you're wrong.
Bofang.
Bussy?
Oh
Something like
shit, I
that.
think you're right. Oh no.
But I love when fucking Avatar Roku hits him with it after he does that.
You will teach.
You will teach me.
I will
Bitch.
I will do as you fast.
It's Zhang Zhang.
Zhong Zhong. That's
Dang.
a sick name.
Basically, Bofang, if you think about it.
Bofang, really. Bo means two in Chinese.
Oh, yeah. All the fucking nations are based off, like, real-life countries. You do know that, right?
Based on what?
Like, the Fire Nation's supposed to be, like, Japan. Earth Nation's supposed to be China.
Uh-huh.
Airs,
Airs.
Tibet.
Yeah.
And then Water Nation's supposed to be, like, the Inuit people.
Where's the U.S.? Where do we fall in
Dude,
that?
Dude,
don't
they're
exist,
not
dude.
ready.
Where do we fall in that? Boys?
They're not ready, dude.
We roll in. Dude, they have all bendy.
What was it, 1943 or some shit like that? You just hit one of our boats, dude. What the fuck?
Are you fucking gay?
I would love to imagine everyone's bending. It's like old, like China times, and then like we just roll in with tanks and guns. This is our bending.
Dude, speaking of that, me, Fern, and Elijah watched a show called Gate. It's an anime.
Oh, yeah.
This show's so dog shit, but it's almost good. It's almost good. I'll give it that.
He fucks
His
a loli.
moments.
He
Yeah,
fucks a
kinda wild.
400-year-old loli.
He doesn't fuck her.
Yes, he does.
He doesn't stand by the court. Me and Fern just saw it recently. Even Fern wanted it.
He fucks
That's how you know he's telling the truth. He was hoping the other way. He's sadly shaking his head no. He didn't get it.
railed her, dude.
But,
I've seen enough. I've seen enough hentai, dude.
Fans made.
Dude, I didn't watch the show, but I know he fucked her.
But the premise is that there's a gate that opens up in Japan, and it's like another world, and that world's like all
It's an
fantasy and stuff.
isekai. Yeah, it's
So they like come in and they like start like, oh, let's pillage this place, and then Japan's like, all right, send the army, and they start gunning down people with swords. Then they're like, we have to defend our country, so we're gonna push through theirs. There's self-defense. It's so sick because it's such a funny premise of just like
Taking it
they
serious.
roll in with tanks, and the first two episodes
modern
takes
day,
it
yeah.
serious, and
Yeah.
then it turns into a shit show.
Yeah.
It's just a guy trying to fuck different girls.
So it turns into your generic isekai.
Well, of
Yeah.
course. Where else would it
I
go?
have to protect this big titted elf.
I like that
She
part.
doesn't know any better.
She thinks I'm her dad, so I'm gonna fuck her. Like, you know, like a dad would do, you know? But yeah, the first two episodes is sick because it's like, it's funny because it's the reaction of the people. They're like, what weapons are these? And they're just like, he's watching all these men, just like artillery shells come down and just blow people's limbs out. Like, they can't understand the magic that they're like, they think it's all magic, which is so funny.
Dude, that reminds me. I was listening on another podcast. They were talking about like
Are you
old.
cheating?
Am I cheating?
Are you cheating on us?
Oh,
Other podcasts?
I mean, I wasn't on it. I was listening to it.
You just listen to people fuck.
It's like watching porn, dude.
You just listen to other people talk.
You
How
just
could
like
you?
hearing other people have fun? What are you, sick?
They were talking about old war stuff and like old myths and shit. They said apparently like Alexander the Great, like when he would leave their camp, like him and his army, they would leave around a set of like one set of giant armor, like that a giant would wear. So when the enemy rolled up on it, they would see this and like, holy shit, these are giant people. There's that. There was I forgot who had was it Hannibal that had the war elephants?
Yeah.
They built big ass curtains to keep them covered. So when they're riding in, right
That's
before they're about
pretty
to
funny.
fight the enemy, they drop the curtains and the enemy, what the fuck? I've never seen an elephant in my life.
That would be terrifying.
And
They're
imagine
dinosaurs, dude.
You have no concept.
Those are the
of
war
what this thing
elephants.
is.
Persian
Yeah.
war elephants
Dude,
were.
if you've only seen horses
were
and like fucking
huge.
dogs, you see
In
that
cornfields?
thing? Yeah.
You see this fucking
What
12-ton
the
elephant?
fuck is that?
Whoa.
That is pretty fucking funny though, because even before that happens, like just seeing, I would assume like a at least 12-foot tall curtain,
No,
just
bigger.
walking towards you.
War elephants were like
Dude.
3 times the size of like modern day elephants.
I'd be like,
Really?
What is
They were
that? How?
huge. They were ginormous. War elephants.
What made them bigger than modern day?
They,
elephants?
that was just their species. They're just
Had
war
more
elephants.
fucking land.
They were
dude.
just fucking huge for no reason.
I had no clue.
And then I'm probably exaggerating. They're probably like twice the size of like a modern day elephant.
But just
But they were
fat,
huge,
just
They're
big.
big, fucking fat. They all
Dude,
died
that's
out because
impressive.
they were all used for war. Like it's
Pretty
extinct.
nuts.
That breed is extinct.
That's pretty sick. Did you see this tall ass curtain? You're like, what's that?
That is
Like
funny.
you haven't seen 300?
Not since I was like in middle school.
In
dude.
300, there's war elephants in the movie, and they're like fucking
I
ginormous.
just assumed that was 300.
No, that's like,
being
He's
Yeah.
taking
really-
liberties. Yeah.
That's actually probably the most accurate part of 300, surprisingly.
That's pretty cool. I
Another
thought when
one.
the demons fucked that hobbit was pretty cool too.
Ooh, that one's a good one.
I must have watched the director's cut because that's not in the.
I thought it was pretty cool that they hired Drew to do that.
To be the hunchback.
Yeah.
Like it's funny.
Get out of here, hunchback. He's like, Why don't you go back to camp, loser? You blind piece of
Ugh.
shit.
You guys are gonna just let these Muslims fuck your wives? Ugh.
Right here.
You guys are just like England.
Another one of my favorites was there was an army that was known as the Immortals because after a battle,
It's Persians.
was it the Persians?
Yeah, it's from 300.
They would go in. Well, they would go in. They would take out their dead soldiers from the battlefield. So when the enemy pulls up, they only see theirs, and they're like, "What the
Zero
fuck?
casualties.
What's going on?" But I love the idea of like being able to fool. Like,
Oh yeah,
you
before
know-
anyone knows anything.
You don't know any better. It's not even like that
Yeah.
they're particularly dumb. They just don't know any better.
Yeah, they
So
have
like
no
you're like
idea.
giant armor. They must be giants. How do they have that?
Me and Drew just always joke about it. I mean, it's like a less extent, but kind of similar. Is just like natives seeing fucking English people. It's gotta be so fucking
These
funny.
angels.
Just seeing a fucking gay Spanish guy and thinking he's a god.
What do you mean gay?
Like a Spaniard, like a fucking como estás?
Oh, como
He
estás?
just has to shake his hand like this.
Como
And you're like, oh, what is this? A
My win-
god? What is
The
this?
wenches are right over there. Go ahead, take her.
Have you seen like the historical like
Oh
like,
no, I know. But we like fucking around. with
no
it.
like that no like
Dog
no I'm
shit.
talking about like the actual historical accounts of like when the Spanish like first saw like Native Americans and shit.
Yeah,
like
when
that.
they write down about their like rituals and stuff.
Well, I was talking about their women.
Oh yeah, they're right about that.
They're
too.
like, holy shit, dude! These ladies just walk around in the nude.
yeah.
Like, they are
They talk
fucking
about that.
hot. We're gonna fuck them.
And they also talk about how astonishing the sacrifice rituals are
Yeah.
in their religion.
That's so cool.
It is pretty cool because they're like they fight each other and they just hit each other with sticks
Yeah.
because they're like, we gotta sacrifice them to our god, dude. We can't kill them with a sword.
Yeah,
Like
you-
they had the technology to like make swords.
Give them concussions and
So it's
shit.
better to just knock them out and then sacrifice them later. So then that's what they would do. And then
So is that like their version of the purge?
No.
They would
No,
not.
they would.
Almost.
I know it's a sacrifice, but it's like, are we doing this to get? Because like, dude,
but
you have
both
the
sides
crowd.
kind of agreed.
Huh?
Like not like very literally agreed, but like both sides
They kind of understood that,
they
like,
understood.
Oh, you
'cause
mean
they
like
both
they
had the
agreed to do
same
it?
like kind of gods.
No, but- I know that they're agreeing to fighting each other, but I meant like a purge is in like this is a night where
No,
everyone's
they
like,
both agreed with the stick.
no. It was like,
And then
it-
both of them understood that if I caught you, you're gonna be sacrificed. And then like the person being
Okay.
sacrificed was
Okay.
also like, it's pretty lit. I'm just gonna be like a part of God.
Pretty lit.
Because the way they thought it was like God was like
The sun
took a
god.
piece of his souls, and like so everyone's got a little piece of God in them.
So creative.
So then when you die, you go back. I'm just making God stronger again. I'm just gonna be in the bigger fight now. No big deal. I don't care about getting sacrificed. That's why it wasn't that big a deal.
It's so creative.
That's
dude.
why a lot of them would just like walk up there.
Yeah.
That's what they were astonished by. They're like, they're not chained up. They're not like forced up. They're like, these motherfuckers just walk up there and like, all right, rip out my heart, pussy. All right, you hit me with your stick. You got lucky. I'll get you in the next life, pussy.
Dude, I would love to like walk up to like the 5'2" little scamp that came up with that and just shake scamp, brush his little head and like, oh, dude, you're so smart. I
Dude,
love your little idea.
Another cool thing is you gotta keep the shit of the person that you bring back.
Yeah,
So if I fucking bonk this dude and I drag him, I'm like, dragging him by his long hair to get sacrificed. I'm like, check this out. I got this guy. I knocked him out. They cut out his heart, give the heart sacrifice. And then I'd get to eat the rest of his limbs and I get anything he had on him. Me and my fam get to eat this dude. I'm like,
Well, not everyone did that. Not everyone was a cannibalist.
There's a lot of them.
There was a lot of them, but like not everyone did that. It was like, if you want to eat them, I guess.
I guess. It'd be a kind of a waste if you guys did it. I mean, if you're not going to eat them all.
There were no
Yeah.
Give me all those anal beads, dude. Fuck it, I'll take those. I'll swipe those off of me. Ain't gonna use them no more.
It is funny how much they didn't like, I mean, they liked gold and shit. I don't think they valued it as much because there was so fucking much of it.
Yeah.
It's like Spanish were like, holy shit. They're like, oh,
These
that shit,
retards
that
don't-
shit's just everywhere.
That shit's just shiny. It doesn't do anything.
They make all kinds of shit out of that. It's really soft. It's easy to make shit. They're like, we're
wild.
gonna kill you.
Yeah,
now.
we're gonna take this.
What if I told you I'm gonna burn you alive and take all this? I wouldn't like that at all.
Huh?
My favorite too is that they've never seen like the fighting styles of like European, like I mean, Europe's been
Horses.
fucking horses, willing to just like burn people alive,
Shit like that.
shit like that. Like what the heck? They're not even knocking us out. They're
just killing us.
What the fuck? Gay as hell, dude. That would have been me, dude. Like, this guy doesn't even have a stick. What the fuck? This is gay as hell. He just shot that guy. What the hell?
Like, fine, we'll fight back like that too. And they'll hit him like they're wearing armor. It's like, I can't fucking kill this guy. What the fuck?
What a pussy.
My favorite is like they would all run into like their village, and then like typically like back then it was like safe, dude. You touch base, you're safe.
Oh, yeah.
But the Spanish were like, we're just gonna set the whole village on fire.
Wait, you can't do that.
They would like also lock the outside, and then they'd be like, wait, what are you doing?
I can't get out.
Wait,
What's
what are you
happening?
Why are they putting more locks on the door?
It's good,
And
though.
then they just start setting the whole place on fire.
I love the like almost kind
Fucking nuts.
of like childishness of it, like where they're like they have their little rituals.
Yeah.
They like
Yeah,
I
killing
went to
people is
ba-
childish.
It's
Well,
pretty
that-
much-
well, but
there's
they're
a
like
big new kid in the neighborhood, dude.
there's like no, they're like, dude, I'm gonna go help God, or like they run home to base, like we don't like. I went to the village,
Safe,
like you
dude.
can't
You
like.
can't hit me.
I'm safe. Like I don't know what you
I'm
think you're
in base.
doing. I'm impenetrable.
Wait, what are you doing? wait,
What's
what
going
are you
on?
doing?
What's going on?
You can't do that. That's cheating.
Just some gay Spanish guy.
Some faggy little Spanish guy shows
Some
up.
light-skinned Jerry's just setting you on fire.
Crazy how Jerry's ancestors fought each other.
True.
I would love to see Jerry in a little Spanish outfit.
That would
Little
be pretty
conquistador
cool.
Jerry.
Conquistador Jerry. I mean, I guess I could fuck you. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
As long as it's not gay.
Kind of cool.
If you're into that or whatever. But yeah, I love that shit. History's funny as fuck.
History is pretty lit.
History is pretty sick.
I like that one in China. There was like these two generals who like they would go against each other constantly. And there was this one time where this general had like a full army. He had like 30,000,
dude.
40,000 people. And the other dude only had like a very small group of soldiers with him. He had like 100.
Like 300
Max.
or something.
Something like that.
And like he was supposed to like protect this like city or whatever, like this walled city.
Uh-huh.
And the other dude rolled up with all his armies like, oh, you're the guy defending, because they fought against each other like multiple times. Like, oh, you're the guy that's here. But that dude, what he did, he made his soldiers all dress up like peasants, and he just sat in the front, and all he did was just like read a book in the front, just like, I'm doing nothing, dude. I'm just here. And the dude rolled up. He was like, this is a fucking trap. There's no fucking way this guy's just here. And he looked at him. He was like, I fought against you multiple times. I know your shit. I know your strategies. This is a fucking trap. Fuck you. We're leaving. And he just backed away with his whole ass army. And that dude got credit for successfully defending that town.
Dude, that's pretty
with
badass.
only 100 soldiers against like 40,000.
That's pretty cool.
I know you got more tucked right in the back, right
Like,
back
he
there.
literally Bugs Bunny.
Literally. He just looked at it and was like, dude, fuck this. Like, this is sketch
It's
as
like,
fuck.
it's not rabbit season, dude.
This is fucking gay.
My favorite to talk history with is Drew. He's so fucking funny with the way he describes historical events. My favorite one that he talks about is in a lot of like the Muslim kingdoms or whatever.
Oh.
They would like a lot of their shit's like all sand and dirt, like on the floor. So they would like siege a castle wall, and then they would like be like, fuck it. Like they would do the regular raids trying to get through the door, trying to go up. Then some of them would also dig. They would dig under. He's like, and then you just be sitting there as a Muslim guard, and you're like, if I can hear something underneath me, and then you just start digging, and it's just you and two guys just digging, and then you guys see each other in a tunnel, and you're just like, just trying to stab each other. And then my favorite is every time he tells me that one, he's like, it's basically just Minecraft griefing. He's like, real life's just kind of like
That's funny
Minecraft.
because that's exactly how I was picturing it.
Yeah, that's exactly
Two
what he
guys,
does.
one guy has to dig down.
Yeah.
Oh.
You just break that last block, you just see another Muslim guy, and he's, yeah. Fuck you.
There's this other dirty guy that looks like me. He smells like fingernails. What's going on?
Dude, I always thought that about 300. I thought it was like saying like 300 white guys is like basically like 1,000 muzzies, basically.
Well, yeah.
300.
We're the chosen
That
people.
was equal.
Do you know the actual story of 300?
Nah, I know. I'm
No.
just fucking around.
No.
It's not actually 300 people. It's
Yeah, it
like,
wasn't. It was.
it's
It
a
was
small
300.
group.
It was 300 Spartans, and then like
A
it was
bunch
like
of other Greek
it was like
nations.
5,000 like
yeah.
Athenians.
Yeah.
Oh,
But they don't like to.
They're just remember because it was the 300 Spartans because the Spartans were like they were like the spec ops of the day back then. Like,
Yeah.
they were fucking. They were
They
the
were
OGs.
military.
We got these nerdy Athenians that's just sitting in the front
We're just
line.
like generic soldiers, and then we
I
had
think
the
it was
fucking,
also because Sparta, like a lot of the other Greek nations just caved like immediately.
yeah, and then
They
Sparta.
were like,
Sparta
"Take
and
our
Athens were
ass,
the
Persia, please. Just don't hurt us. And then Sparta was like, that's gay, dude.
That's
I
gay.
think over there and fucking punch them. Like they were just jocks, dude.
and it was like
They were gay jocks.
And then the cool thing was the fucking nerds. The nerds of the nerds. Athens was like, they were so nerdy that they were like, giving up is like against liberty and like
It's
that's
against
not
democracy.
cool. And they actually like
You
went
somehow
too.
became a
But
Chad.
they were kind of cool for going.
Yeah.
Shout out Athens.
And it was basically the king was like, we have a lot of Spartans. Like we have a whole army, but we need to buy time for them to all like get ready. So I'm only gonna take 300 people. We're gonna go in this little tiny canyon where numbers don't matter. We're gonna fight here. It's called the Battle of Thermopylae. That's the actual historical battle. And he's like, if we stand right here in this little tiny fucking crack, doesn't matter how many soldiers they throw at us, it's gonna take them a while to get through, just because we're fucking elite. Bunch
Held the
of gay
wall.
Persians.
They'll get
Held
through
the
those
line.
nerds pretty easy, but once they get to us,
And I think they didn't last like in the movie. They last like fucking months or whatever. But I think in real life they lasted like less than a week. But like that was
wait, in
enough.
the movie they last months.
Yeah, they last like a
Holy
fucking ridiculous amount of time.
shit.
But like in real life, they only lasted like a week.
They're sending
But, like,
letters.
They bought time though. They bought time for all the soldiers to gather for the Battle of Marathon, which happened like a few months later.
God damn.
It's just pretty cool.
Yeah, it's actually really interesting.
Just imagine every like Spartan being like a little macho man.
They all went on a suicide mission. They knew like
Yeah.
we're gonna fucking die.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No Persians taking my tight ass.
It's pretty sick.
Pretty wild.
White people are pretty cool. And they say we have no culture.
I mean,
Pro wrestling, NASCAR, Spartans. I named
True.
3 right there.
He did name 3. It's not bad.
I can name
Are
one
the
more.
Greeks considered white?
Conquistadors.
Or Mediterranean?
They're European.
No, they're
call
not.
them-
They're
Yeah.
Mediterranean.
I like to call
you're
them
right.
white.
You're right.
I call them white when it's cool, and then when they do gay shit, I'm like, nah, that's not us.
That's
dude.
not, they're Mediterranean or whatever.
Nah, that's not me. I think
Would we consider them white?
they're definitely, if they are white, they're the most ethnic whites. Them and Italians.
Yeah. But are Italians European or Mediterranean?
They're European.
But they're they're very ethnic.
The bottom of that boot's pretty ethnic, dude.
They're very greasy white people.
yeah. Maron.
Oh shit.
Because I don't even know where the cutoff point for white is, like geographically in that area. Because I think Turkey's like above Greece, and I think they're considered white.
They consider themselves white.
Why would you not want to consider
Turkey.
yourself
Well,
white?
Turkey, yeah, Turkey.
They
considers
get
white.
upset when they're like, you're Middle Eastern. No.
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck you say?
No.
Yo, I don't know. I know this is a little bit out of left field, but I heard that black people are very superstitious.
yeah.
I didn't know that was really a thing.
Have you seen them react to street magic?
Never mind, you're right. But I always thought of that as like a meme, and I heard one the other day. I heard it like by 3 different people, like 3 different like videos I watched, and it was that you don't step on a black man's shadow. They don't like if you walk on their shadow, which made me instantly think like, nah, dude, we're not getting caught in that shadow jutsu again.
Nah, dude.
You ain't pulling
You
us
get
to
a shadow
another
possession of me, bro.
You can't shadow possession us to a whole other country again, whole other continent. Oh,
Yeah.
Talking about shadow jutsu. I want to talk about the shit that I brought up. Power systems and their power scaling in anime.
holy
We
shit!
have our resident Naruto tard and our resident Dragon Ball Z tard. And I want to know, what did you guys think of their actual power systems in the show? And when did the power scaling become fucked?
Oh, that's easy. Super or Battle of Gods, the movie.
That's when you think it was like fair and like
Anything before
balanced?
that?
No,
You think
because
it was
before that, like watching Dragon Ball and then knowing what happens in Z, like there's little boosts
What about
where like
GT?
someone gets a fat. Even in GT, it's not really that bad.
because the power system in Dragon Ball is the numbers, like straight up power
really?
scaling.
Because I know it sounds like I'm
It's
being
the numbers in the beginning, and then it kind of gets replaced
drop
by
off of
just
that.
by form.
yeah.
1, 2, 3.
They drop off of power levels like very early on, like mid Frieza arc. They're like, this is no one really cares.
Well, technically, they still exist in the manga because even the manga in every new form, it says the power.
Well,
They'll rate them.
It says the power level.
Like in
That's
the books.
true. They'll put that in like a book, but then you're like, how is this guy at this level? But like Frieza was this level. If you compare it, this really makes not that much sense. Toriyama just likes throwing shit out there. A lot of the stuff he does doesn't make sense. But if I had to pick one,
He really hones it down when he gets to Naruto, though.
for yourself.
He's like, the numbers are throwing him off.
We'll rein it in. We'll rein it in for him.
These guys can't handle too many numbers.
So what? You think Battle of Gods where it fucked it because of God Key? Was that what fucked it?
Well,
Or what?
not because of God. Dude, it's literally
I
like
think his thing is like the jump.
it's
is
the
massive.
it's like Super Saiyan 3 Goku at that point, which is like the strongest single like form or whatever. Gets literally like flicked and he almost dies. He literally almost dies just from getting like barely flicked by Beerus. He's probably using 1/10 of his flicking power, or whatever the fuck they would say. He almost dies, and then he gets they do that gay ritual where they get 5 other Saiyans,
Dude,
one
that
of them being a
ritual's
little
sick as hell,
dude.
dude.
One of them's literally a fetus.
That's pretty cool.
One was literally
Dude, that was a
fetus.
pro-life ad right there, dude.
That's a pro life, honestly. Yeah, you
know
trying to say
what?
pro-choice is gay,
Like,
dude.
yeah.
And then he goes from like almost dying to like 1/10 of a flick to like, hey dude, like I'm like on your level, bro.
If we punch equally, might shatter the universe. Just saying, Beerus.
Like every other, comparatively to that, like Dragon Ball to Z, even in GT, like there's jumps and stuff, but like it's kind of like a ladder. Maybe they skip a rung, but you can grab the next one.
Well, according to
that one's like a fat like, dude. There's like a whole other building
I'm just
before
gonna
that
jump
next
on that rooftop.
What's the
real
thing?
quick.
Isn't it like according to every like Super Saiyan transformation, it's like 50 times the power of the previous transformation?
supposedly, but
Right?
again, none of those numbers ever make. People have done the math, but they never make sense. Just because Charmel's like, that's a 50 times. I'm like, okay, but why? How does that work here?
He's like, you ballparking numbers, dude.
dude, exactly.
He's like, that's like 300 feet or something like that.
Dude, Toriyama's just a goon, dude. He's straight up a bozo. He's a creative
300
bozo.
feet.
He's like, fuck, dude, I don't know. It's like a 50 times multiplayer, I
If
guess.
I told you he's 50 times stronger than the last one.
Whoa! Then some Athenian does the math, and he's like, wait a minute. Wait a
He's
minute.
got his hand on the
This fucking
scroll.
Spartan's
Hold
perfect,
on.
dude. What the fuck?
They fucking unravel the DBZ scroll. Like, wait a minute.
Something he added up. Grabs his little fucking abacus and like he's
These power levels don't make sense. Oh, you got it. Correct.
Correct.
Yeah, power levels get dropped off early. I'd say that's when. And then since then, like super beyond, dude, this is.
feel
So
like
what do you think about the
Naruto's
forms then?
easy.
Like, do you think the forms is a good like substitute for the power system then? Or do you think the forms are just fucking gay and dumb? Like,
Well, until 3, because I like 3, because personally, I'm a little like dumb elementary schooler at heart. I'm like, his hair's longer, he loses eyebrows, he looks cool. it looks different, therefore cool to me.
so what do you think of Super Saiyan 2, where
But,
it's
like,
just lightning?
2 is like
He almost came when he saw it.
2 is like still within that realm of like possibility because
2 is pretty similar to 1.
It just has lightning around it.
2 is
That's all.
similar to 1. The hair gets sharper and then they get lightning. All right, you gotta.
I don't want to make you look dumber or anything.
Yeah,
But,
you're
hair
fucking gay, man.
You're fucking gay, but whatever. But it's
The Fosh.
here you go.
I got this one. Continue.
Before I'm burping. Before 3 came out, they didn't number the forms. So like Super Saiyan 1 was just Super Saiyan, and then they never had a name for Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah.
It was never named. It was just like Gohan got really strong.
Yeah.
Another form.
went further.
Well, yeah, there was the Ascended Super Saiyan before that.
Yeah, and then Super Saiyan 3 comes out, and then Goku's like, this is 3, the other one's 2, the other one's 1, and they're like,
They kind of hint at it being another form. With,
Oh, yeah.
at least like Trunks going
Ascended.
like
Trunks
super,
doing
yeah.
the super buff one, Vegeta doing the less buff one.
Yeah.
I could get really nerdy on you guys, tell you there's 4 grades of Super Saiyan 1.
What if I told
What
you?
if I told
there's
you?
4 levels to Super Saiyan 1.
What do you mean 4 grades of Super Saiyan
So
1?
Super Saiyan grade 1, Super Saiyan 1
It's
grade 1
1.2.
is what they initially achieved. That's like what Goku got on Namek.
Mm.
Grade 2 is what Vegeta got. His super, like he's buff,
His first
but
one?
he's not still super. No, not his first one. You
Oh,
know when he does the super Vegeta
Got you.
thing?
Yeah.
He's buff, but he can still move. And then grade 3 is Trunks's, where he's just fucking
Yeah,
swole.
dude.
He's like Arnold, dude. He goes full
He goes
beef.
cake.
That's grade 3. Then grade 4 is what Gohan and Goku achieved before the Cell Saga.
in the hyperbolic time chamber?
Yeah, they try to spend like the whole like year in Super Saiyan without leaving it.
Yeah.
And they spend a bunch of time to eventually they've mastered the form and they're just like, yeah, I just be Super Saiyan.
No, but in the manga, there's like that. Yeah, there's that burst of Gohan like getting even stronger, and then that's the hint that Super Saiyan 2 exists.
Well, no, that's there. But I'm saying that's like grade 5.
That's Super Saiyan 2, no, isn't it?
Yeah, grade 5 would be Super Saiyan 2 because all Super Saiyan forms are literally just like an evolution of Super Saiyan. So 3, dude, I'm telling you, it's autistic. 3 is technically 1, but just like evolved more.
Yeah.
They just give it a name just cause.
It's like 1.9.
Super Saiyan 1 grade 9.
It's like grade 7.4, you know.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to speak out of turn.
What would Super Saiyan God
Don't
be?
do
then?
it again. Just don't.
But like once he got his nature chakra down, like
When he becomes Super Saiyan 4,
oh, does he?
dude,
That's why
he literally becomes a monkey. Yeah.
I see it. Monkey.
Monkey, little monkey boy.
Dude, he's beating up Beerus while peeling a banana with his feet. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So you say after or 3 is where they should have cut it off? You think that was fine?
Yeah, because 3's pushing it. 3's definitely pushing it.
3 is
But you could
pushing
leave it. You could leave it and be like, fine,
I kind of
whatever.
agree with him.
Well, with
I'm
3,
not
it
a
was
super
like
fan like you, but
Yeah.
from my perspective, makes
Well,
sense to me.
3 was like
And
you
I'll
could only
let
keep
4
that
slide
form.
because 4's sick.
He was only able to keep that form for a little bit of time,
Like,
right?
That's a bias.
It takes too
3?
much energy.
Yeah,
Originally, in like in the Boo saga, like
yeah.
you couldn't keep it up for like what, like more than like 10 minutes.
So I guess maybe you could
'Cause 3
maybe argue if you could like perfect 3, that would be kind of like the final.
Yeah, if you could perfect 3, it'd be optimal. But the fact that like He probably had. I don't even think he'd perfected 2. Then he goes into 3, and he's like, "Oh, this is really strong. I can't really keep up with this.
Yeah.
You can't really do it." So like, yeah, with that, and I will say with 4, I am biased because I personally think it looks cool. But the fact that it's different in like how you achieve it, and
It's
like
so fan.
it very much is.
It's OC level, dude.
I agree 100%.
It's very OC level.
It's very OC level. But like,
Dude, it looks
ties into
just
lore.
like those Sonic things that we were looking at.
Oh, come
I can see some Super Saiyan. I bet if I type in random name Super Saiyan 4, yeah, it's gonna show up on Google
Well,
Images.
of course.
You haven't seen those old
If I
fan
look
arts?
up Cameron SSJ4,
Dude, that's a good idea. I want to do it after this.
You haven't seen those fan like Super Saiyan 5, Super Saiyan 6?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Super
seen
Saiyan 7.
Dude, I've seen Super Saiyan 1 through 99 video.
Yeah. I remember watching those like in fucking 4th grade.
Yeah.
Be like, dude, no way. Goku
No
getting
way.
blue hair. That's so dumb.
Toriyama, you really outdone yourself this time.
I can't wait till they animate all this.
Damn.
It's gonna be lit.
But I think 4 works in like its lore and how it like
I think he does, but
By
it's
3
definitely pushing it.
it is.
It's very
It's over the
pushing
line.
it.
Because
You have
3's
to-
already pushing it.
You have to
4's
be a
over the
monkey
line.
again, right? And
You have to have a
yeah.
tail. You have to get like the fucking waves from the moon or whatever. You got to be strong
You gotta
enough.
be attracted to your granddaughter.
You gotta be. What?
You gotta have a kid around. Preferably
You gotta go
underage.
golden ape, right?
And you have to go golden 8 first before you can go 4.
So fucking dumb. It's just a check.
It's so cool.
That's literally like video game logic. It's like here's a fucking
Yeah.
list of quests that you have to do in
Well,
order to achieve your final
The gold
form.
form's like a callback to when they originally show when they show Super Saiyan, the legend of it. It shows Vegeta imagining it. It literally looks like a golden great ape, but like silhouetted. So that's a callback to. It's like, dude, he becomes like a Super Saiyan.
He's like the legendary
but
Saiyan, man.
yeah, so it's a callback to it being like a primal Saiyan, which is why it's also a monkey.
Because they're
Dude,
just like,
Four's
because even
so good.
before Frieza, right? They just raid planets. It's like their
Yeah.
deal.
They
Yeah.
just
I think they kinda,
they
like,
just mosh
retconned
into
it.
new planets.
Yeah.
yeah.
Then they kind of retcon it. They're like, they're bad, but like not like really bad.
They were
Yeah, they're
supposed
kind of they're like Disney bad.
But originally they were like, we're just monkeys that go planet to planet. Just beat up the
their
planet.
inspiration was the Aztecs. Like they just go and conquer
Yeah.
people just because they can.
Like, dude,
Dude,
literally,
just
we're
'cause they-
warriors.
yeah,
dude.
we're fucking
gonna
yeah,
fuck
we're
these
fucking
guys up.
Jeez.
It was like what 70s or whatever, or no?
When?
I want to say 80s, right? No, 90s, huh?
When?
For Z, In
Z
Japan?
came out like late 80s.
late 80s. Okay,
Yeah.
late 80s
but
until
so
like
late
the
80s.
90s
I
though.
feel like I wonder if Toriyama knew much about science, like whatsoever.
No.
You think he knew that planets had like multiple moons? Because that'd be lit. Dude, if you're like scouting out planets
What?
as a Saiyan, you're like, this planet got 4 moons? Dude, we're gonna
Well,
fuck these
I don't
boys
think
up.
he thought about that, but Namek has 3 suns, so I think he knows. Like,
no,
a
he
planet-
knows. No, he
A
knows.
planet will have multiple bodies, but he didn't give
dude.
anything multiple moons, as far as
True.
I know.
Well, I mean,
That
in
would
real
be
life,
funny.
I mean, everyone knows that Saturn has like 30 something moons. Jupiter has like
I don't
50
think
something moons.
everyone. You're being pretty generous. There's a lot of fucking dumb people.
Toriyama's a baboon, dude. He's
I don't think he's that fucking moronic.
he's pretty.
30 moons?
Dude, you want to know how moronic he is? He'd do great on this podcast.
He
Toriyama would fit in.
He'd fit in, dude.
He's a
He'd
monkey.
be like, you know what's funny?
Rape. Rape.
I'm like, well,
Lady, right?
I'm listening.
I'm listening. Say, or this is girl, and she doesn't consent. Dude, hold on. Oh, I'm trying to
She
catch up.
wants to be a hero, but she keeps getting raped.
All right,
I like that too. He pitched that to a publisher in there. When can you have it by? I could have a copy on your desk by this.
Are you sure it
Friday.
wasn't just like a dojin that was just like lowly published? Like,
No.
Nah,
Big
that's
doubt.
like no, he made a lot of money off that one.
And it's not even sexual.
It's
like-
funny because like you think that's like a thing that he did like in his underground, but that was like people were like in Japan like
Dude, that's hilarious.
I'm gonna have to look
it
this up
sold
to
well.
make sure.
It
No.
wasn't like Dragon Ball, but it wasn't a flop.
Like, you know, when you look into like an artist, they have like something like low key that went under the ground, and they're like, nobody
Well, it's
knew
because
this
most
guy.
mangakas start off as like with dojins and they start off in,
Yeah.
in hentai.
But if you have you seen Lady Red? Like,
No,
at least look
I've
at the
read it.
panels. It's very much not like dojin whatsoever. It's like it's a very like
It's
normal
implying.
parody, and then it'll imply like sexual stuff. Like, how do I get out of this one? And then the next scene's her like walking out, like kind of crying a little bit,
loose, and
but no titties, no nothing shown, no like in between.
I think it might
scenes.
show a titty, maybe.
Possibly.
But like over there, that's not like.
That's whatever.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah, okay. I don't know. I'll have to look it up to see how popular that
you
is.
should read it.
I feel like you guys are just
It's
fucking with
funny,
me. I
ironically.
feel like you guys are just fucking with me.
Dude,
I
swear
doubt
I'm
it was not
I
that big.
swear I'm not.
I've read it.
I big doubt it was big.
I'll look up after this the sales. I want to see the numbers.
I just
I'm
love the
interested
idea
too.
of Toriyama just slapping.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a good one. He's a total goon. I would love
He
to
is.
hang out with Toriyama.
He's Goon Squad,
He
dude.
says dumb shit all the time.
You smoke weed with him, dude. He's absolute Goon Squad.
Toriyama would love bass boosting.
He would love Bert.
He would love Bert.
Toriyama would hang out
He'd
with
put
Bert.
him in Dragon Ball.
He would put Bert in Dragon Ball. Based.
Big lips.
Based on what?
Beast.
That's like
Toriyama would die laughing.
he literally put a character in Super whose whole character is he has pointy nipples.
Yeah.
Like, dude, he saw Albert, he done. He done.
Pretty great.
So what about you?
Yeah. So what about Naruto? What do you think about that power system? Where do you think it becomes fucked?
I think all of Naruto's fine.
Okay. You like
balanced.
like what do you? How is it balanced? What do you
I
think?
would say
Like,
it's pretty grounded.
okay.
Everyone
Like, do you
in
think like?
Naruto has like one, maybe two chakra natures
Hmm.
outside of like Kakashi and then the Hokage. Kakashi could just copycat people because he's got Sharingan and he's the copycat ninja. That's like his.
What about
one.
the rock paper scissors and the nature of like ninjutsu, taijutsu, and genjutsu?
They play around with that a little bit, which is fun, but I don't think anything like just like because I'm this, I beat you. If anything, they do the rock paper just to show you like, even though you counter me, I'm gonna work so hard that I beat. That's
Yeah.
what they kind of use it for. So
Is that like with Rock
I'd say
Lee
it's pretty
versus
balanced.
Neji?
yeah, Rock Lee versus Gaara too.
Well, Neji
He's like,
and
why
Rock
doesn't
Lee are both
Rock Lee just
taijutsu
stay
people.
back
The whole
and,
thing's taijutsu.
Oh,
Hit him with it.
he gets countered by his fucking palms and eyes, right?
He gets countered just because, I mean,
Yeah, but
Neji
they're both-
touches you, you
yeah.
could get disabled basically.
Yeah.
And he's got nothing to distance with. He's like, I only got these.
I'm coming at you.
Because I always saw that system as like ninjutsu will shit hard on genjutsu, like almost every single time.
I always thought it was the other way.
Really?
I thought ninjutsu beats taijutsu,
Taijutsu.
taijutsu beats genjutsu, and then genjutsu beats ninjutsu.
Oh, it's so funny because I always thought of it like the exact opposite. Like
Because like Naruto's really shit with genjutsu. He's really good with ninjutsu.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
But I
That
could
probably
be
makes
wrong.
sense. No, I think yours probably makes more sense. I always thought like taijutsu would like, yeah, taijutsu gets shit on by genjutsu. Taijutsu has a chance to beat ninjutsu if the taijutsu person's like really good.
Yeah.
Evidenced by the Gaara versus Rock Lee fight.
Yeah.
And then ninjutsu would shit on genjutsu.
Yeah. I feel like too, especially early on, genjutsu is just always like a Kekkei Genkai. It's like Sharingan, like you have to be born with it. Byakugan.
Well, there's
Byakugan is in genjutsu, but then
it's technically it's called dojutsu, but it's taijutsu.
yeah, dojutsu is just
Yeah.
jutsus.
Yeah. And then well, there's Kurenai. Kurenai who has her genjutsu with the
I think
smells.
it's her clan too.
It's like with smells, right?
I
Is her
think
thing?
so.
It's like if you smell her
The blossoms.
blossoms, that's how you
Yeah.
fall under the genjutsu. Because everyone has like
They brought back her daughter too.
their proc. Yeah, I saw
Kinda
that.
cool. Saw a few clips of it. Did her justice, it seems like. Gave her both, which is kind of cool. God damn it, what's the clan?
She has Asuma's like
What's his
Winston.
clan called?
No, Asuma's daughter.
What?
Asuma's last name.
It's he's
I can't think of the name. Saratobi clan.
yeah, Saratobi.
So she's got Saratobi shit,
yeah.
which is cool. And then she's got the cherry blossom shit.
I like she has the knives just like her dad. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
The wind knives.
I like that. So I think Naruto's pretty balanced for the most part. I mean, of course, you could like point to certain things, but as a whole, for the most part, pretty balanced power wise.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially if you take out filler. I'd say it's pretty balanced. I'd say the most OP thing in there is that Naruto's born with a fucking demon that just beats the dog shit out of people.
And you thought like when the nature chakras came out, I think that was still like
Wait a minute.
that
I
was
think it's
fine.
still
Like
pretty
adding
balanced.
a second power system on top of the original power system was fine.
I was surprised
I think
you
so.
you point out for like Naruto's Demon Fox, and you didn't say like Sharingan, like just jumping.
Oh, he just did.
Sharingan's pretty balanced.
Oh, I was going, my
in
bad.
first Naruto.
Yeah.
The most OP is Itachi, and he's like an anomaly
That's because
at that point.
Mangekyo.
Yeah,
It's when it evolves, it
he
becomes
has
like
Mangekyo,
kind of bullshit.
Like they
Yeah.
kind of make it seem like he has it because he killed like every fucking Uchiha. So it's like, and he's like kind of like the main villain for the most part. Him and Orochimaru in the original series.
Yeah,
so
original
it's like,
Naruto. Yeah.
makes sense. Main villain get type shit. And then later on, all of a sudden, all these Uchihas come out of the woodwork. We're alive still, and we all have that thing. Then that's when it's like, what's going on?
What's happening?
Yeah, there's like 20 guys. If they look at you, you just die. You
just fucking
that
die.
sounds awful. It sounds like someone should really like kill their whole clan or something. That sounds like too powerful. Someone should exterminate them.
They shouldn't exist.
Just Bobby Rama.
Yeah, he's just like,
Yes.
I've heard.
What
the
if
people-
I told you I have a plan?
what if I told you I proposed this exact idea decades ago?
Can I say we're securing your vote this upcoming election?
Is it safe to say that you'll be voting for the second Hokage this time?
So yeah, and then I think Naruto is pretty balanced, and then Shippuden.
What about?
At what point does it get fucked? In your opinion?
I think the biggest fuck is, and even though it's cool, that doesn't like like certain people like it or whatever. Is God, I'm blanking on the name. Itachi.
What's
Susanoo.
Susanoo?
As soon as Susanoo comes out,
Really? You think
I
that's
think that's the cut line.
what makes that?
You know what?
Susanoo's nuts. Because it's the very first time you see it, and it's not like mentioned or like even really hinted at all.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true.
It's just he's like fighting Sasuke, and it's a good ass fight. I love
Yeah.
that fight. Sasuke
Most of that
versus
fight,
Itachi is
yeah.
really good for the most part. And then at the end, like Orochimaru was like, "Yeah, I'm a little snake. I'm still alive." And then he's like, "I have a sword that seals people's souls and a shield that blocks anything." And I'm like, "Wait a minute!" And it's a giant mech that protects me, made out of chakra. I'm like, "Hold up, wait a minute."
And it's kind of bullshit that every Susanoo has like its special thing too.
Yeah, it like adds on to like how every Mangekyo is like
Unique.
Is unique. And
Yeah,
it's like
so every
what if
Susanoo
everyone
is
had a mech made out of chakra that's also unique? And I'm like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
I see that.
Toriyama? I assume he was writing super at the time, juggling two balls. But yeah, that's what I think the cutoff. They leading up to that.
Because I was gonna say like I think the Danzo versus Sasuke fight, I think that's still like
That's right after.
that's still
that,
balanced.
yeah.
That's right before.
That's right after.
No.
Danzo versus Sasuke.
Oh, yeah,
he
you're
already
right.
Kills Itachi.
Oh, you're right. Actually, I think that fight's fine.
That
As
fight's
it
not
is.
too bad. No, it's not bad at all.
I think that fight's fine. After that, it's where it becomes.
Feels like
It's when it gets to the Ninja War
It's got
arc
like
where I
100
think it
eyes or
gets
whatever.
fucked.
Yeah. See, I was gonna also bring up
I think
the
Ninja
War.
arc problems stem from what started with the Itachi fight, though.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
kind of
Like,
like
it
your
kinda, like,
your
sets
basis
the
of this
power for
though.
that, though.
I kind of agree. The more you talk
Yeah.
about it,
Yeah, that's true.
Because I think if that doesn't happen, because I mean, Madara is just. It's
Ungot-
fun too, but he's just.
He's a force of nature, dude. He's a fucking.
He's so fucking funny, dude. It's comedically so done well. Where he's like, I'm gonna drop a giant boulder like the size of like the moon on you guys.
I'm gonna drop a
and they finally
meteor.
stop it. He's like just sitting there chilling. He's like, what about the second boulder?
Oh!
What
And
are
the
you
other
gonna
guy's
do
like,
with the second boulder?
the other guy's like, but we'll get destroyed too. Doesn't fucking matter. We're already dead.
We're
We'll just
dead
reanimate.
bodies.
We'll just reanimate. Doesn't fucking matter.
love it.
That shit's crazy.
That shit's wild. That shit is pretty wild.
The second boulder.
I remember literally watching that. First reaction being like, oh. Second reaction, laughing uncontrollably. He's like, holy moly. He just hit him with, what about the second boulder? What if I told you there were two?
You're laughing the second time. You're like, you fucking idiot. You didn't. You had no clue. About the
You really
second
did it.
boulder.
That's such a good like asshole, dude. It's fucking
It's
awesome.
funny as fuck. But yeah, I think that kind of ruins the scaling.
So you think Susanoo's were like? What do you think makes Susanoo like that for the rest of the series? Because I was
Well,
gonna
for the
say
rest of the
Shippuden
series,
with
they
the
kind of like
aliens.
use Susanoo as like a one. Like everyone's kind of got a Susanoo.
It's
Even
supposed to be
Kakashi gets one.
It's supposed to be the equivalent of the Jubi, essentially for
Yeah.
Sasuke.
Ooh,
Is the equivalent of the
true.
Jubi.
But before that, well, yeah.
Because Sasuke literally had no counter to the Nine Tails before that.
He was
And then out of nowhere, they're like, oh yeah, by the way.
They gave him they made it look like the curse mark, at least in original,
yeah.
was the counter, or
Yeah.
at least equivalent.
Yeah, the equivalent of it.
Because they're like, obviously that.
Why do you think
one
they
main
dropped
fight.
that? They're like, Sasuke looks gay with lipstick.
I thought they were
We
going to go
gotta
the route
drop
that he
this.
was going to be like the new Orochimaru when I originally watched it. Like he was just kind of like Orochimaru-esque type powers. That was going to be like his new curse mark to fight the Jubi type powers. I thought it was going to be curse mark. I thought what they were hyping it up for was Naruto was seeming more like a Toad Sage.
Mm-hmm.
Because like he fights Pain right before Sasuke fights Itachi.
Yeah.
So he's got like the chakra nature. He seems like holy, like, you have to meditate to do it. And like, he's good.
You become a
Toad
sage. Yeah, you become a sage, essentially.
And then he's like a evil snake wizard man.
Snake Sage.
Yeah, Snake
Sage.
And it was like hyping it up for that. And then they were like, go even further. Because they don't
It
fight
really
in those
was.
forms.
Yeah.
And then they're like, Naruto has like chakra, nine-tail chakra that just like,
The cloak.
he's swagged. He's swag cloak.
Yeah, that shit.
And
That shit.
then Sasuke, you get a sick ass Gundam that looks like a samurai.
Because I think you're right with the Itachi, how like he kind of fucked the scaling, like when he brought out Susanoo. But I think the Danzo fight kind of shows you, like, even though like there's this asshole that just got introduced, it's still like you can still have good,
That one's base.
smart fights, even
a
with
base
this
fight.
OP bullshit. Like there's still,
Yeah.
if somebody else has OP bullshit, the fight's still like
even.
you have to, it's even. Like you have to be smart. Like you can't just spam your bullshit. But like, okay, I win.
The fight can be even and be outscaled though, because like even the second Naruto fight, which I do like because it makes callbacks and stuff, but
Yeah.
I mean the parts where they're like flying in the air is like,
Yeah.
he's a fox and he's like the whole ass Susanoo. It's a little much
I agree.
for sure.
I like how
I think it looks cool as someone who's not watched the whole series, as a
Yeah.
very casual viewer, and
It's fun
just as an
casually.
idiot,
But
like
if you get
PP
into
boy,
the intricates of it, it's kind of like
yeah,
it's a bit much. It's a lot.
I'll take whatever.
But yeah, you're right. The Danzo fight and Sasuke, that might be the last like
good.
I mean, there's a few other ones.
proper
That's the last like main character like down
tactical
on the ground.
fight.
Yeah,
because
boots on the ground, dude. That's the last
It really
boots on the
is.
ground Call
What
of
about
Duty.
Kakashi versus Obito?
that's actually a really good one.
Yeah, that one's like in the middle of like a bunch of fuck shit happening.
Yeah, it
And
is.
then they're like, let's
It's in
get
the little
back to our
pocket.
roots, right?
What if they fighting with
Go into this little
kunai?
area and fight like men?
Yeah,
real quick.
we're gonna fight like real ninja. None of this
Yeah.
gay
We're
shit.
using meteors and fucking kamehamehas, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Here's a kunai." You
Well,
guys
the
are gonna
gods are fighting out there. We're gonna 1v1 like men.
That one is the last one, and that one I think is on purpose. Like,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Let's get back to our roots real
Yeah.
quick, and then like makes callbacks.
Well, it's supposed to show you like like what two normal ninja do, and then there's like the gods fighting outside.
yeah.
That's literally what it is.
Dude, I fucking absolutely love. I'm obsessed with watching Madara clips where he's like praises Hashirama.
I knew you were into that.
He's like, I love when he fucking fucks up the Kage summit, like all the Kage. He's like, it's like Hashirama would have done better by now.
If Hashirama was here,
Dude, Hashirama can heal 5 people without even waving a single hand. I'm like, God, that is
Like,
pretty cool.
I like how he gets that. He gets just that little like. He goes, "Oh, that's cool." When he sees Tsunade has the 1,000 healing jutsu thing, he's like, "Oh yeah, Hashirama has that. That's cool."
Pretty cool.
All right. Anyways, 10 Susanoo each.
I still think it's bullshit that like, I mean, I kind of get they were constant wars, but like that as they go on, like they get weaker and weaker. Like it would kind of make sense if they weren't that much weaker, but like
To be
to the
fair-
extent of how much weaker people are, like modern day ninja are to Madara, like is insane.
Do you want to explain
Of,
the
like-
actual reason? Do you know the lore reason?
I think it's just because of the.
Is it because they were closer to Mother Chakra generation?
That, as well as in the
and
past.
Hashirama cells too, right? What? Madara has Hashirama cells.
Yeah, he does. No, but no. What
It's
do you
the
mean?
explanation.
No,
Every
Wait,
no,
in the future?
no.
Wait, no. When they're fighting in the Great Ninja War, it's because he has
Yeah.
such. Wasn't he that strong back then? I thought he was also OP as hell.
No,
back-
he was
No.
stronger in the.
so he gets boosted by Hashirama
Yeah, he
cells.
does.
Yeah, he
Okay.
No.
I see a little more.
boost, dude.
He get,
No, his
Hashirama cells
question.
are fat boost, dude.
His question is, how come each
Scary.
generation gets weaker,
Yeah.
like the ninjas? And the actual reason why is
the
because one,
sperm.
they had more chakra because of Kaguya,
Yeah.
and then also back then they were at war constantly. So it was like only the strong people survived.
Mhm.
And then later on, like as the generations went on, like peace started happening between the nations. So like they fought less and less. So like you didn't have to be as strong.
Dude, your
to be a
beginning
ninja.
missions is catching cats.
Yeah.
Or Naruto's. The beginning mission, like before, was like survive.
Survive.
If you survive, I might let you be again.
That's how in Boruto, like all the new ninja are like all the kid ninja are fucking weak as fuck because like
My crackhead
They
coworker
don't
keeps
fight.
telling me like that they're OP and shit.
They kind of are.
That like they have all these OP ass abilities and
They're
like
in
they
a
can do
tough
this.
spot of like where that is the lore, like that they should be theoretically softer, but then they're also like fanfics of like this is the son of this character and this character. So let's mix those two things and like what cool thing would this character do?
Yeah.
Like I have shadows and wind and like it just like turn. I mean, it's hard to like make something less cooler than the previous thing, like to downscale something. But I feel like you can do it if you make it like dark and gritty, but they're not. It's all pop and like hella ability.
They don't want dude, by then it's like Boruto's like their super. They're already like it's clean, it's cut. This is for like the casual fan that's like, oh, I'll watch Boruto. Boruto's cool.
Yeah,
like go watch Boruto, faggot. It's right over there for you.
Sometimes the animation is pretty sick.
when they decide to fucking when they decide to be cool. Yeah.
They decide to be cool, dude.
I wish they did a prequel.
Do you know anything about modern Boruto? Like you caught up at all?
About the plot?
Yeah.
Not really. I see clips here and
You?
there.
Kind of. I'm not the new stuff, but I know up to a certain point.
My ex crackhead coworker will come up to me. I'm not gonna say anything, but he'll come up to me like, bro, like, dude, like they just revealed in like Boruto that like this character is like actually like this, and he does this, and then like, oh my god, like he'll just start talking about it.
Dude, the last clip I saw, there's a villain who was like fucking up Jiraiya, Naruto, and Boruto. He has like his weapons like a fish line. They could like open up portals.
Oh, you're
and
late.
stuff, and I was
Yeah.
like, what's going on?
He's
what happened?
one of Kaguya's.
I already don't like the Jiraiya.
He's one of Kaguya's like part of that family.
Yeah.
Because there was
Kaguya's niece.
no, just because Kaguya was part of a branch family, and that dude's part of the main family.
Yeah.
They introduced 3 villains from the main family in Boruto at first,
Bored, dude.
and then they
It's
bring
crazy.
in another dude later on, and that dude's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I think I've seen clips of that guy too.
Of him fucking up Sasuke and Naruto.
Yeah.
That shit. That fight's actually fucking nuts.
Yeah, because Naruto got a new form, right?
Yeah. Bury on mode.
Yeah.
Barry on.
Yeah.
Betty on. Betty on.
I
Betty on.
heard Sasuke lost his Rinnegan too.
Yeah.
Dude, so many Sasuke fans be crying on my phone, dude.
No.
Sasuke fans be... The AMV boys are upset, dude.
Dude, a lot of
They
people.
keep making clips where they're like, imagine if Sasuke had Rinnegan here. Imagine how differently things would have went down.
Which it makes sense taking it away.
I
Because
guess I want to make
Rinnegan's
videos
OP.
about that.
Rinnegan's
Rinnegan's
fucking...
So fucking dumb.
It's kind of weird to down him, though.
Do you care if I tell you what?
How he lost it?
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Then do you know about Naruto?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, gonna explain for me as well.
So both of them lost their powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just
the
to
very
make it like nerf them so Boruto could be the next number one.
Yeah.
yeah. So the thing with Naruto, the Baryon mode, what it was is Kurama uses only his chakra and uses all of his chakra at once, like absolutely all of it. That's why. So it's retardedly strong, but Kurama dies.
Mm-hmm.
So he fucking dies after one time, and then Sasuke. After the fight was over, Sasuke, I guess he was just fucking not paying attention.
Yeah, people hate this.
And then Boruto's, since he has like that special eye thing, it's called the Jogan, and that's from the previous villain he had defeated, who was part of Kaguya's like main family thing. When you kill a god, you absorb their power, and then that dude, he possesses one of Boruto's eyes, and he's able to control Boruto randomly.
Oh, I heard about that.
So then what happens, like that dude possesses Boruto in that moment while they're like just talking after the post fight. They're just chilling like, oh dude, Naruto, you lost Kurama, that sucks.
Nuts that they
And then Boruto out of nowhere gets possessed, jumps and just stabs Sasuke's Rinnegan. Just just stabs the fuck out of him.
Damn, that's
how you
pretty
lose it.
wild.
It's
that-
funny. There's clips of people just, like doing have you even seen someone do it like a slow-mo of it? They're like, Sasuke could have easily like swapped places with Boruto.
He really
right
could've.
here.
Like-
it is true, but it is funny just to like.
I mean, it makes sense if you want to end the series on something like that. Rinnegan's OP.
It's just funny to me to like be like, breaking it down like actually like math wise.
Yeah.
In the lore,
It's like,
it doesn't make
They
sense.
don't care. Like
No, I mean
They
in
were
the sense
gonna
of
write it
like
off.
if they originally like were to end the series not on Boruto, like at the end of Shippuden, they're like, all right, cool, it's the end of the series. He has Rinnegan, whatever. But the fact they go into Boruto and they're like, it's supposed to be a whole series where this nigga, the protagonist, has Rinnegan. What, dude? There's gonna be plenty of time.
what?
Like, what are you doing?
what
The protagonist is sensei. Not the protagonist. The protagonist is sensei.
Oh, wow.
Don't be throwing words out.
Protagonist?
I think not.
Protagonist plus. He's
He's an anti-hero at best.
No, Sasuke is a full-on like good
Yeah,
guy.
no.
But
Boruto.
Rinnegan's nuts though, just like what you can do with it. So I understand that it still is kind of wild. Like I guess
How are they gonna
Sasuke
make
was.
their AMVs now? So many
Dude,
sick Rinnegan
oh my
clips.
god! Speaking of AMVs, we went to Gio's house the other day for Gio's girlfriend's birthday. Even though none of her friends showed up, so she just hung out in her room while Gio and all of us hung out in her backyard. In their backyard.
That's cringe.
None of her friends showed up except for like one girl, and they just hung out in her room. And the boys were hanging out in the backyard.
Dude, that's tough look. Trying to think of that, I was like,
That's rough.
all these nerds.
Dude,
You and Drew.
Dude, Gio literally went like, "Oh, do you want to say happy birthday to her? You want to say hi?" And I was like, sure." And he like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get her." And he goes in the room. I don't even know her. And he's like, "Cameron came here to say hi." And I was like, "Dude, I don't want to say anything." She comes out, and I was like, "Hey, what's up? What's going on?" Like I'm just saying hi.
I'm cringing now.
Like I just,
what up?
Just knowing how
Somebody
Gio
told
is,
me
dude, I
it's
can
your
picture.
birthday.
dude, he asked me, and I said sure. I didn't think there was anything really gonna come of it. He goes in there and he goes, "Do you want to say hi to Cameron?" And I, like, there's a pause, and I didn't hear her say it, but I know she says who. And he goes like, "Cameron, my friend,
You know,
the guy."
one guy.
And then she comes out, and I'm
my
like,
God.
"Hey, what's up?" And I try to make it like break the tension by like acknowledging that. I was like, "It's, hey, I know I don't really know you, and thanks for the free food, but happy birthday, dude." I try to, which
I know,
like
you're trying to be funny. Huh?
Ethan and Drew laughed.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, they laugh. Yeah, of course they laugh.
Ethan and Drew laughed, but she was just like, thank you." Oh man, there's no way to fix this. Anyway, some song by Lil Peep came on. I forgot what the name of the song was because he had his
But oh god.
some Lil Peep song came on, and just from the immediate like boom boom, like how it started or whatever, I was like, I
Probably
know.
Star Shopping,
I
dude.
I pictured it wasn't Star Shopping because I know that one, but I heard like something, and from that I imagined 3 different AMVs, and I was like, holy shit, I've heard this song in plenty of Brandon's AMVs.
Is that a real
Is
big?
this a real lighter, dude? You might have to go back to the store, dude. You might have to get that one checked out.
Can I get a return?
Oh no, just from that song, like I imagined 3 like separate AMVs in my head,
Oh yeah, dude.
and I had to tell them, and they all looked at me like I was crazy. Like, damn, dude, if Brandon was here.
I would have been jamming, dude.
I hate you guys.
I
Little
fucking
Peep song
love-
came on. I was like, dude, fucking Naruto versus Pain, Kakashi versus Zabuza, fucking there's one more, but I was like, dude, it all popped in my head.
So good.
So dumb.
I do it here. I'm gonna have to go home and watch Naruto again.
I hate you.
It's got to be done. Gotta make sure. Gotta make sure my answer's right. I'll let you know when the power scaling gets out of control.
When does it get fucked?
See, my answer would be like in the Great Ninja War, because like that's when like a lot
I
of
feel
stuff
like that's the easy answer.
quickly. That is true, but like stuff starts quickly like rising.
It does.
like, very fast. Dude, the Susanoo answer, I would have never thought of that, but I like that answer a lot. But like when Alien Lady comes out and things just
It's
become
far
like,
done by then.
oh, it's
That's
far
it.
done.
Like
Okay.
that's the fucking.
I think when it's Kakashi and Guy trying to fight Obito, when Obito has all the fucking tailed beasts with him,
Yeah.
that fight's already like, what the
It's
fuck is
far
going
gone
on?
by
How is
then.
this?
Dragon Ball at that
How is
point.
this working?
Dragon Ball Z.
How are they even?
Yeah.
This Guy Sensei, the nigga that only has taijutsu.
Dude, he entered the 8th gate. What do you mean?
Dude, people, the AMV community has been hot on 8th Gate Guy right now. I don't know if that episode just dropped for them, whatever country they're in, but they've been making AMVs, pumping them out. It's pretty
Good.
sick, too.
Good.
takes that like runner stance and he's all fire.
Yeah.
He's like the fucking red tiger. Sick as hell.
Blue beast of the hidden leaf.
Love that. Time for the red beast to come out.
Dude, he's fucking
Dude.
sick.
People do be giving him respect though. They be cutting it with like clips of they'll cut to that and then they'll cut to a clip of
Filler kid guy.
No, they'll cut to a clip
Oh.
of like Itachi. Because Kisame would be like, have you heard of this guy called Mike Guy? No. They cut to it's actually interesting. I forgot about this clip, but it's one of the old hidden mist 7 swordsmen. And he's like, have you heard of this guy called Might Die?
His dad?
His dad.
Yeah.
And he's like, no. He's like, I know a Mike Guy, and he's crazy. Like, he's nuts. This guy's tough as hell. You see this guy, you get the fuck out of there. And then it cuts to him in his running stances, going fucking 8 gates. And I'm like, oh, what a beast, bro.
Oh, fuck. That's funny.
I will say, I think we've talked about it before. What would make that moment hit a lot more, and it probably should have happened as much as I don't want it to. is
Guy died.
Guy actually died.
kinda
Like, it
had
would
to.
have cemented that very hardly.
I love that the community just says like Naru Jesus is
Nara Jesus
Yeah.
just,
just
shows
comes
up
in and
he's
it's like
Don't die.
hey, buddy, we need you for the next series. My son's about to have a TV show. I kind of need you
I
around
need you around.
as a guest star.
But dude, my other favorite clip is that one with Itachi being like, that guy's pretty sick. Watch out.
you guys are fucking nuts.
It's a guy tells Naruto, he's like, I've trained myself to be tougher than any ninja, even Kakashi. It cuts to Naruto and he's like, this guy's as strong as Kakashi, and it just shows him as a dork, and then it cuts to him as a fucking Chad fighting Madara, and I'm like, true. so true, dude.
That's funny.
Tougher than any ninja, even Kakashi. I even remember as a kid, I'm like, this guy's not tougher than Kakashi. There's no freaking
fucking
dork. He goes full AK, beating the fuck out of Madara.
Because I don't think when they were making Naruto, they were thinking like entirely that far ahead with Shippuden. Because I know they had
They've fucked up multiple times.
they had seeds of stuff planted, but how strong do you originally think 8 gates would have been for Might Guy if they had like based it off what they originally
The
thought
original scaling for it was like 8 gates. You could be as strong as the Hokage. Was the term that
Yeah,
they
of?
used.
So you think 8 gates Might Guy would be as strong as like the 3rd Hokage?
He'd probably be like, you'd probably be the strongest person in the room, but at that time, the strongest person in the room was like not a god that could like summon like
Strong. I know, but I'm saying like by just in general, like
In general terms,
If
he
you had to
probably,
rank it
he probably
against
could beat up like Orochimaru.
rank it against a Shippuden character, like where he would go up in that.
I
tier.
think they probably targeted as Pain as like
Do you think
the
he'd be
end all be all.
He'd be as strong as Pain if you went.
I
8
think
gates?
so, yeah.
I can see that actually.
I think that might have been like
Because they clearly didn't think about like
past Pain.
Like-
Like honestly, the show should have ended at the Pain arc because that's when Naruto gets respect from the village. Sasuke kills Itachi.
They know. Okay.
They do immediately, and then they forget about it.
then then everybody becomes fucking.
They usually all just
amnesia.
forgot.
Yeah,
that
everyone
same
gets
my guy.
amnesia.
Like, oh, look at that dork.
That's when the show should have ended because like they deal with the main threat of the Akatsuki. Itachi dies.
It is funny that he
Sasuke
gets
and
jumped by
Naruto
2
both-
black people right after.
He saves the village and 2 niggas jump up
2 niggas from Cloud
from the
start beating
from
on
the Cloud
Hey,
Village.
dork, tell us who beat up Pain. Hey, dork, why aren't you swinging back?
Fight back.
Can you guys point us to the toughest ninja? That kid right there. No, really.
Yeah, everything.
That little dork over there.
Dude, he literally
That's the
saves the
toughest guy in
village.
the village.
The village is like woohoo just for that moment, and then afterwards you're like, dude, dumbass Naruto, this fucking asshole, dude, fuck that guy. He saved the village. Where's my boy's
I
respect?
think by the time Pain dies, the only loose end left is just Kabuto at that point because Orochimaru is dead, Itachi's dead, Akatsuki.
Toby reveals. Yeah, he's already revealed that he's like more than just a retard.
That's true. You're right, actually. I think like the original plan for like the original ending might have been there though, and then they're like, then Shonen is probably like, hey dude, you're kind of popping off. We need you to do a few more years. Can you kind of
chunk this thing out.
you want You want to chop it up a bit?
You sound like a Dragon Ball fan right now.
And it's like, you know what? I think I know what
Naruto
to
had
do.
longer hair. I don't know. Just think
What
about
if he
it.
grew it out?
Keep it blonde. Blonde's good. No, we like
Blonde
that.
is good.
But just
The numbers
long.
show blonde is good.
So what about you, Israel? So we have Naruto and Dragon Ball. Do you have a thing? Is there
I
anything? Is
do.
there something
Do
you
have an
like?
example of
I
something bad and something good?
I actually had an original. The reason why I wanted to bring up this whole topic, because they have two shows that I think one has power scaling that on paper is really good, but then it's mad inconsistent throughout its show. And the other power scaling is actually very fair. Super fair. I think it's probably the most, well, no, I think it's the second most fairest power scaling in all of like
Naruto
shonen.
being one.
No, number one is Hunter x Hunter. Without a doubt, it's Hunter x Hunter.
Ooh, I haven't seen it.
Hunter x Hunter's
Heard
nen,
nothing but respect for that show.
Hunter x Hunter's nen system is literally flawless in terms of like power scaling, power level, the way how characters like, because literally, I want to talk about two different ones, not Hunter x Hunter, but basically Hunter x Hunter's pretty even. Like that's all you need to know. Like the nen system itself, no matter how much nen you have, you can get shit on by like a low level retard just because you spec'd wrong. Literally, that's all it is.
Alright.
And then the two shows I really want to talk about was Chainsaw Man and JoJo. Those two have Chainsaw Man on paper has a really good
I
power
knew
system.
it was gonna be that one.
No way.
It has a really good power system, but it's mad inconsistent. It fucks itself. And then JoJo is just fucking surprisingly very fair.
What about Dio though?
It's very fair. No. Here's the thing. Okay, so there are a few. So here's the thing with JoJo. It's RNG on what power you get in your stand.
Yeah.
It's straight up RNG. You could be a god like Dio where you get to stop time. You could be a god like Dio Valo where you get to.
Have you seen the clips though where Dio's like, because I forget what's the time frame?
It's Dio has
Is it 5 seconds?
Dio has 5 seconds. Yeah.
People have shown the clip of like what you could actually do like within 5 seconds. It's funny as fuck because like his power is actually mad weak. Like if they actually did it 5 seconds in the showtime, because like in 5 seconds he'll like laugh and like talk about a whole thing and then like do something. But I saw a fan edit of like where he actually runs a timer of 5 seconds and then like when the 5 seconds is up, it cuts him off and it just shows like JoJo like punch the fuck out of him and start beating the shit out of him like multiple times.
The reason why
fan
Dio's
edit.
able to get away with a lot of shit within 5 seconds because he's a vampire, so he has super speed and super strength.
Yeah.
So that's why he's able to like
I
do
get
more
it.
shit
But
in the
it's
5
funny
seconds.
to do it with
It is
actual
funny
5 seconds.
Yeah, it is funny as fuck to do it like that. But so the thing with JoJo is like every power you get is RNG what you get.
Mhm.
In part 3, it's kind of like
Dude, they fucked Joseph up.
they're
dude.
kind of like it's kind of he's still exploring the idea, so there's like a lot of like OP powers. But then part 4 and onwards, the powers get mad specific.
Yeah, those are funny.
Super mad specific.
Those are the most balanced for sure.
Whereas most shonen has like power escalation, JoJo arguably has power de-escalation, where
sure.
powers actually get weaker, and you need very specific parameters for your powers to work like properly, which is very funny because in part 4, like for example, there's a dude, his whole power is that he can make you feel guilty. Like that's dead ass his power.
Where's this nigga at? He's been making me do that for all my life.
All he does, he just talks shit and he guilts people into like, yeah, you're kind of a piece of shit, bro. You should kind of give me money because you know
you
like,
should off yourself.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you really should.
Hey, write a will really quick, and then, you know.
You kind of offer yourself, dude. Yeah, I deserve everything because, like, I mean, I struggled. I mean, look at you. You're a middle class person. Like, you've had it made. Like, come on. Like, that's literally his dumbass power.
What if I'm a piece of shit? I'm like, yeah.
Well, then obviously
counter,
you
dude.
counter it. And then there's the protagonist like main buddy in part 4. His power is called Zahando. His hand, anything his stand touches with his right hand, literally deletes it. It deletes it from existence. Whatever he touches, and it's funny as fuck because it's ridiculously overpowered. But the guy's a fucking retard. That's his limit. That's his nerve. The guy's a genuine fucking retard. His whole thing's like, ooh, I could delete you. He just walks at you. He doesn't think. He doesn't. He's like, I'm just gonna fucking. You're dead. And so they just beat him like nothing. He's like, just outsmart him. He's a fucking idiot. And that's how they beat him. They just outsmart him. They just don't let his hand touch you. That's all they do. Is like, if you can't touch me, you can't do anything. You're fucking gay.
So I imagine Bird as he's just like, I'm like,
So it's just shit like that, which I think is super fucking funny. But then like the main villain of each arc usually does have some form of ridiculously overpowered like power, like autistically strong. In part 4, the main villain, he could create bombs out of anything, and he could put you in a time loop, and each time you end that loop, you blow up and die. That's his power. It's kind of bullshit. But in the end, everyone works together and they somehow break the loop, and that's how he gets defeated and he gets killed. Wow. But it takes like the work of like 10 people using all their powers together to try to defeat one guy. And then in part 5, the main villain actually has 2 powers because he has a split personality.
whoa, that's kind of cool.
His first main power is he gets to delete 10 seconds of time.
Okay,
How's
that
that
can
work?
get fucking.
He erases time. It's the most confusing power in, like of all of manga.
I was gonna ask. I need you to explain a little more if he's
So
gonna
for
delete
example,
time.
so the easiest way to explain this, like I grab my beer, I drink my beer, and I put the beer down. What he can do, he can delete the middle part. So basically, all I'll remember, all I'll see experience in my time would be me picking up the beer and me putting down the beer. Already had chugged it, but I won't remember.
Is the liquid
Gone. It's gone.
Okay.
So what's
Yeah.
happened? It's just you deleted the time in which it
He
happened.
deleted the time in the middle.
Okay.
So I did drink the beer, but for me, it's like, it kind of like, for me, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you're like, what the fuck just happened? Like,
Yeah.
I drank the beer, obviously. I felt I drank the beer, but I didn't. Like, you experienced, like, that time lost.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then his second power is that he can see 10 seconds into the future, which perfectly
Yeah.
works with his ability.
Dude, this guy's setting himself up. Holy shit.
Yeah, so what he
He's
does...
basically Click, dude.
So what
He's Adam Sandler Click, dude.
So that dude's whole fighting... I hate you.
He's powerful as hell, dude.
I hate that you're right. I hate that you're fucking right. Holy fuck.
He's just Adam Sandler. He's just Adam Sandler from Click, dude. Ah,
So
fuck.
powerful, dude.
Damn.
That dude's whole fighting style is he one-shots your bitch ass.
Is he like delete you or like?
No. What he does, he sees you. It's like, oh, you're going to come at me? He'll see 10 seconds ahead, like the attack you're going to do. He'll see it all in 10 seconds. And then he'll be like, all right. He'll delete the time of you doing the attack. So you did the attack and everything,
Yeah.
but all he'll do is just move around it.
Yeah.
He'll be like, I see it coming, so he's going to step to the side, let you do your attack, and then in the 10 seconds, since you're disoriented, because you just had 10 seconds to lead, like you don't know what the fuck just happened, you're like, where'd he go? He just stabs you in the back or slices you in half from behind. He just one-shots you. That's his whole fighting style.
I like that.
That's pretty sick.
And the
He
main
hits him
hero...
with the remote.
Yeah, what?
With the remote.
the remote,
blue
dude.
remote.
Pause.
Spot.
Play.
Slap the fuck out of my boss.
And the way how the hero, how that JoJo like defeats him, he kind of gets he gets to evolve his stand. So there's like
It's a mega evolve.
there's
Super
like
Saiyan
there's a
2.
kind of there's a MacGuffin.
Digivolve.
Digivolve.
There's this MacGuffin that's an arrow, and if you stab yourself with the arrow, you can evolve your stand. And basically, what that arrow does when you stab yourself, what you desire most at that time, you'll get the ability to do that. And the dude, what he wanted at that time was to defeat the main villain. So the power that he gets is the power of 0. He's able to reverse anything that happens so it doesn't happen.
Whoa.
I love that JoJo always takes the hardest way to get to
Yeah.
something.
It
Like
can't
there's
even.
a straight line to an object, and it's like, we'll go this way.
It's so dumb because the guy's like, I'm gonna land my hit, and then the main character's like, no, you didn't, pussy. You just reversed
It
it.
can easily be like, oh, don't affect him, or like, oh, he just like whatever. But like
You can
that's
add 5 seconds. Or
you
just,
add
I don't
5
know.
seconds.
That's why in part 3, the whole thing's like Dio can stop time, and the JoJo, the way how he counters it, he can also stop time. He just has the same power. That's the way how he counters it.
Classic.
Which is fucking dumb as fuck, and I love it. And then part 6, the main villain can fast forward time.
Damn, it's really time centric.
Yeah, most of the villains have like time-based powers. Well,
Those are the coolest
three of them.
powers.
3 of them do.
They're cool and they're OP.
They're
Yeah,
the coolest in OP, but yeah.
and it's funny because in part 6, the villain actually wins. He wins. Like he fast forwards
funny.
time so much that he ends the universe. A big bang happens, and then there's a new universe,
It's the most JoJo way to end something.
and that's how he wins.
It's funny because you don't even really win. Like,
Yeah.
you didn't beat me. Like,
Dang it, you didn't beat me.
You didn't beat me.
You're gay.
Sure, I don't really get a win or exist, but you didn't beat me though. You're lame.
And then part 7's villain,
Wait, so what happens with part 6? They don't
It's a
beat
new
him?
universe.
They
they
legitimately
don't
beat him.
don't win.
What happens with him? What does he do?
It's a new universe, dude.
It's a new universe.
Starts over.
Starts over.
Does he like stop at a certain time? Like does
So
he
you
just
know,
chill out?
I forgot what happens exactly. I just
What
know
does he do?
He dies, I would assume.
yeah.
But like when? When does he stop? When does he
He's
start
the Big
chilling?
Bang.
Oh,
Been chilling.
he's
I forgot what happens basically, but basically in the end, all the heroes are like, oh, we have new lives because they don't know about the past universe. They're like, yeah, we're just people. That's it. They just continue on with their lives like as if nothing happened.
He's God in that universe.
he is Adam
He's an
Sandler in that
overseer,
movie-
dude.
the universe.
I think he does die, but I forgot how. I fucking completely forgot. I just know that he basically wins though.
I hope he dies of natural causes.
Does he die of like basically his own terms?
Old age.
No, somebody beats him. No,
Somebody beats him.
Somebody beats him, but I forgot why. I forgot the explanation. I haven't.
I waited 3,000 years to
Dude,
stop
I don't
you.
give a fuck about part 6. That's why. Like, I really don't give a fuck about that.
Is part 6 not that good?
It's the worst part. Like unanimously agreed in the JoJo fan.
I always hear people shit on part 1.
Dude,
Part one's fire.
Part 1's fire.
Part
I watched
part
like
Part
one's
one's
fire.
got some of the best memes.
It's so bad. It's unironically good.
I've heard so many
Yeah.
people shit on part 1, and then I watched the first 2 episodes with Brandon, and just off
funny.
episode 1 alone, dude, I was counted like 6 memes. I had to stop counting, dude. There's so many memes. Just
Part
from
1 is so good, dude.
Part 1, episode 1. There's so many fucking memes from that episode,
Yeah.
and from
Part
this-
of that, watching that is like, that's some of my comedy is like come from that.
The memes.
The memes are so good. Like basically the attitude of, I mean, I word it differently, but like, it's like you know what? Fuck you, JoJo. Like he's like, what are you gonna do? He's like, what if I told you your dog's in a furnace? What would you say?
at least she'll never leave me.
What no, he burned my dog.
What if I told you I fucked your girl?
No.
I do love that he's like, I hate everything about this guy. I'm gonna ruin his life. I'm gonna burn your dog and fuck your girl.
Does she willingly go along?
No.
That's not hot.
But it's like old times, so she's like,
It's like
kissed another
1800s.
guy, and she's like, I'm gay. She's like, fuck.
He plays like in
Kissing
1880s, I think.
The people are like, a guy forced himself to kiss you? What are you?
You're a whore. You're a
What are you, some
whore.
whore?
No.
That's basically what happens. It's funny.
Yeah, the first 2 episodes. I mean, the rest of the arc could take a shit after that, but the first 2 episodes of
it's funny the whole
part
way
1
through.
were sick.
It's funny as fuck.
And I've heard like JoJo fans always shit on part 1, but I think I
No,
don't know
the
if-
true JoJo fans like part 1.
but I don't
true
know if it was
connoisseurs.
you who told me because that they don't do stands until like part 2,
Part
Yeah,
3.
I told
Part
my
3 is
team-
where the stands
yeah,
come out.
Part
yeah.
3 is stands.
So they're people.
Part 2 is great, though.
Part 2 is
Part
great.
2 is
Even
fucking
without
good.
stands, it's
Yeah.
great. That one's great, unironically.
Mm.
One's like, one I like even unironically, but it's mostly ironic, funny. Because of how just out there it is.
Yeah.
And then like once you're like once you're in 3, you're already like expecting the craziness.
Yeah, you're expecting weird shit
Yeah.
and dumb shit to happen, which is pretty cool.
It's the norm.
I was gonna say, like, part 7's villain is also fucking ridiculous.
What's their power?
So he gets to evolve his power, unlike most of the other villains. He gets 2 powers. The first power he has throughout most of the arc, he's able to travel through parallel universes. And the way how he does it is he just has to squeeze a piece of himself with between 2 objects. So the main villain, it's so funny. He's the president of the United States.
That's
And he
pretty rad.
always has an American flag on him. And when he wants to travel between dimensions, he throws the flags on himself and he lays on the ground. And that's how he teleports between dimensions.
That's great.
And then the thing what he
True
can do,
patriot.
he can teleport other people too. And his one-shot move is he teleports you to another dimension
With the flag?
with the flag
Hell yeah.
and him together.
Like a magician.
Yeah, like a magician. And then when you see your other like parallel self in a different dimension, you both like gravity takes over and you both get attracted. When you connect, you fucking explode and die.
So would the same happen to him?
No, he's exempt from that rule.
That's pretty cool.
And then what he can do is if he takes fatal damage, he can replace himself with an alternate version of himself who has the same memories and everything. So he's unkillable. He's literally unkillable.
That's cool. Oh, you didn't kill me. You killed Universe 1345.
Yeah, really. And I love the name of his stand because all the stands are like, most of the stands are named after songs or like bands or like singers. Like a vast majority of them. Like there's like Metallica.
Please tell me he's Linkin
There's
Park.
Aerosmith. No, he's his thing is called D4C, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap.
Oh, that's sick.
That's his name, D4C. And then that's his power throughout most of the part. Like you could travel through parallel universes and everything. And then he gets an upgrade. And this takes place in the alternate universe that happened from part 6. You know how like the dude made a universe? This takes place in that universe, right? Mm-hmm. And in that universe, the way how stands work is you have to either travel on Holy Land, you have to pass through Holy Land, you'll get a stand power, or you have to touch a piece of Jesus Christ's body. And that's how you get a stand power.
Pretty cool. Which one does he got?
He has Jesus Christ's corpse.
That's pretty sick.
And when you assemble his entire corpse together,
He got the Exodia, dude.
you get the Exodia. You get
He's
Zodia.
got the forbidden one.
the evolved version of his stand is called Love Train. So it's D4C Love Train. And what that does is it redirects all bad things away from him.
That's pretty sick.
So if you shoot something at it, like if you shoot him with a gun, the bullet, if it touches, it's like a 2-meter barrier around him. When it touches that barrier, that bullet just hits a random citizen. Like somewhere
Sick.
else. And that person just dies. He takes no damage.
That's pretty cool.
That's
So-
very Christ-like.
If a train hits him,
True.
sorry, dude. That city, 50,000 miles away, had a drought. Everyone drowned, or everyone fucking died from having no water. Shit just like that. Like shit like that just happens. Like that's his ability. And the main JoJo, like the way how he beats him, he evolves his stand to have the power of infinity. He shoots him with an infinity like bullet.
Yeah.
And that infinity like attack follows him through every dimension. He tries running away from it.
Yeah.
It follows him through every dimension and eventually kills him because he can't run away from it because it's the power of infinity.
Yeah. JoJo's great.
JoJo's pretty cool.
And then the part
JoJo's
8,
great.
part 8 just ended this year, like literally in February. It just ended, and they already announced part 9. And the main villain of part 8 is he has basically the opposite of that. If you try chasing him, or if you think about the main villain,
If you even think about me, you're gay as hell. dude.
No!
if you even think about
That's
him,
you as a villain. Jerry,
You're fucking gay as hell if you're thinking about me.
JoJo, Jerry. He's like, no!
JoJo Jerry.
he has the power. It's called Calamity,
Uh-huh.
and basically you just get bad luck. The absolute worst bad luck.
That's probably like death for the most part.
Pretty much, yeah. Like when rain touches you, the rain is traveling so fast it just cuts right through you.
Huh?
Like if you accidentally bump into a table, the table basically does a guaranteed crit, and you cut yourself on that
Oh,
table.
dude, you roll all ones. for
You
the rest
roll
of your
pure
life.
ones, and anything that touches you does extreme damage, like an unnecessary amount of damage. It's fucking ridiculous. And the way how they end up fighting them is like, I'm not gonna chase them. I won't make them come to me. So he waits.
Yeah, I won't even think about
Yeah,
you.
he lets him. He's like, I'm gonna go wait at his where he works because that dude works in the hospital, like the main villain. So I'm gonna wait here in this hospital. I'm gonna wait for him to come to me. I'm gonna think about this guy because he's gay.
You're thinking about him. That'd be gay.
And then the villain's like, oh, it's kind of smart.
Ah, fuck.
I do have to come to him anyways.
I do have to clock in.
All right, pussy. And the way how he beats him, basically that dude, he's like the grandson of the character from part 7. So he also has the power of infinity. Shoots him with infinity. That's how he beats him also.
Dude, the classic run back. What if I told you I had a second infinity?
That one
bullet?
literally cannot like
Yeah.
he just kind of gave up. He's like, no, fuck it, dude. He has the same power. Why not?
He can also shoot infinity.
Oh, sick. Thank you.
Yeah, cool.
But it's just
That's
other
pretty
than
great.
like the main villain and the main character having OP powers, everything else is balanced in JoJo, surprisingly enough. Because all the side characters have powers that are like relatively weak,
Yeah.
and when they have to fight someone that's also relatively weak, you're like have to maneuver him specifically into the way that I can beat him.
Yeah.
And it's just I don't know. It's just
There's the only newer one that I've seen is that offshoot one where the guy's like a manga artist or whatever.
Rohan Kishibe,
I've only seen the first episode, but I've seen it 4 times with Drew.
the gym episode. I fucking hate you
I
guys.
fucking love that episode.
hate you
It's
guys.
so fucking funny, dude. This guy just gets obsessed with working out, and that's what gives him his powers. He's just obsessed with being a beast, dude. And he just loves have you seen that one?
I have no
You
clue
would
what
laugh
you're
so
talking
hard
about.
watching me.
You
and Drew
haven't
watch
watched it
all the
because
time.
they've streamed it in Discord like 3 times.
Yeah, it's great. Me and Drew fucking die laughing every time. But he has a like girlfriend that he lives with, and the whole premise is that he gets obsessed with working out. So he becomes an absolute gym rat to the point where he's like a super villain. He's a gym rat super villain. And then he goes to his girl's house. His girl comes home, and there's like that rock climbing shit, like indoor rock climbing everywhere in her house. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And he's just on the roof climbing, like, the super dramatic JoJo pose. He's like, "What do you mean? I'm just climbing." And she's like, "I'm breaking up with you." And he's like, "All right, fine." And he just rock climbs out of the window down the apartment. And she's like, "This is a rental."
What are you doing?
He just climbs out of there. And then the way he gets defeated is the villains or the main characters like he can like rewrite people's memories, right? Or some shit like that.
What he can do, it's called
You've seen it like 4 times. You don't remember?
it's
I've
called
only seen the
Heaven's
first episode. It doesn't explain his powers.
it's called Heaven's Door, and basically when he touches you, you become like a book, and he can write on you. Whatever he writes on you happens to you.
You're gay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally, and you become dead. Like dead ass.
Spelled like a text to you. You are gay.
Yeah,
It's funny because he makes he's competitive with the main character at the gym. The guy at the gym's like, he's literally like Drew's thing where he's like, "Oh, you're pretty strong. You're pretty strong.
I can beat you.
He's like, "Wait a minute. You're taking this a little too serious." They are playing a game where they run on the treadmill, and whoever reaches 15 miles first hits the button and turns off the other person's treadmill. So then they'll fly out the window and die because they're on like a skyscraper or whatever working out. And he just rewrites it to where he presses his own off button. So the guy's just like, "I beat you, you're gay." And hits his own button and then dies.
I love it.
The main character's like, "Whew, that was pretty close."
I would have fucking died.
I would've died. That guy was tough as hell. So dumb.
It's the whole point of JoJo is you just have to outsmart your opponent.
Yeah.
If you're smarter than them, you will win the fight. No matter how dog shit your power is.
Yeah. The writing on that show is so ridiculous, too.
So, yeah, it's fucking
Because
ridiculous.
all that stuff's really simple. Like, like I just explained the whole plot of the episode in like 2 sentences. But it's so like
Watching
over the
it,
top
yeah.
and drawn out, like the way he explains things. Even after he kills the guy, he's like, "I can't look over the ledge of the window. He just might be there." And just knowing that he might be there is too scary. Just small shit like that. It was great, dude. He's just sitting there in the rock climbing mode. "Thought you killed me, pussy."
So dumb.
This is a red doll. So great.
No, I'll say the
Is that
other.
recent?
John's pretty recent.
Sounds like within the year it came out. It's on Netflix.
So great.
The anime is called Thus Spoke Kishibe Rohan.
He gets
What?
pissed off that she buys carbs. Those are fucking carbs. I don't eat carbs, you dumb bitch.
Read the back of that baby? You read the back of that baby girl?
Those are noodles. You dumb bitch.
You're fucking gay.
I recommend watching that with Drew.
Alright.
If you ever feel like watching something with Drew, hey, show me the gym episode. He's down.
Of JoJo, yeah. You'll real watch it.
Alright.
Pose is great.
Yeah.
Most JoJo way possible.
It's like literally on the ceiling, just holding that position. Fucking wild.
Just rock climbing in a single bedroom apartment. It's so great. thousands of muscles flexing. He's running so fast at one point in the treadmill that his calf muscles turn into like Hermes style wings. You know what I mean? Those little wing boots.
Yeah.
He's and the main character's like, I'm gonna fucking die. This guy's gonna kill me. Oh, there's one point where he tries to get off the treadmill and the guy grabs his leg. Where are you going? You're hurting me.
You're hurting me.
There's even one. Yeah, I think he even turns around to do that too.
Yeah.
He starts running on the treadmill
He
backwards.
breaks his finger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
breaks his fucking
snaps his
finger.
finger from turning off the treadmill.
So is that guy better than him by that much?
He's
a
an
Chad.
absolute gym rat, dude. Like,
He's the gym rat villain, dude.
Why does he not like the
He's
other guy
ultimate
that
gym
bad?
bro. Huh?
Why does he not like the other guy that much?
Oh,
because the
when
other
he
dude
starts off,
always
yeah.
beats him.
Yeah.
Like at first.
When he first joins the gym, he's just like kind of like a
'Cause of his
cute,
gay
kind of hot
powers?
guy. Well, he's like, his powers starts off because he's jealous.
Yeah.
Because they're like both at a bench press next to each other, and the guy just like does one more than him, and he's like, I'm never gonna lose to this guy ever again. And he's just, ooh, he just works out the whole time. I'm gonna fuck up the main character.
Fucking awesome.
Pretty great. We gotta call it.
I didn't
Right.
even talk about my other one.
What, Chainsaw Man?
Yeah.
Damn.
Or do you not care?
I mean, I could hear about it. Chainsaw Man's pretty cool from what I've heard.
It is pretty cool.
He's
The
a
anime's about
Chainsaw
to come
Man,
out.
yes?
Yeah, the anime's about to come out.
I'll probably check that out.
The power system is relatively simple, but it's just like
What's the overall concept of that? Is it like hell, right?
the overall concept is like there are devils that are roaming the earth,
Huh.
and there's this they're called like the Devil Protection Agency or some shit
I've
like
seen
that.
like 3 cute girls from that show.
And their whole thing is like
It's not even out.
the whole like agency. Their whole
manga.
thing is like they kill the devils, send them back to hell, or they capture them so that way they could use their powers like themselves.
Okay.
And then basically when you join that agency,
Is it modern era?
yeah, it's modern era. It
Okay.
takes place in modern time, or it takes place in the 90s, I think.
Hmm.
And then basically what it is when you join the agency, they have a bunch of captured devils, and you make a contract with the devil. And depending on the contract, depending on how strong the devil is, the contract can either suck for you or it can be really good for you. So basically, it's like one of the characters he has a devil that's like a wolf devil, and basically when he goes like this, anything that he sees in that circle, the wolf devil will eat. So he can eat like an entire building. If he aims at a building, he'll eat the entire building.
Whoa.
But every time he summons that devil, it eats a piece of his skin.
Does it scale with the size?
No.
Okay. I'll be taking out chunks, dude.
Yeah. And then there's another devil called the Sacrifice Devil. Basically, the way how you activate his powers, if you stab someone 3 times, he insta kills that person for you. Like he'll grab that person, rip him apart, and just fucking devour him for you. He'll insta kill him.
Dude, that reminds me of I think I posted this, but it was a meme that I saw from Dankruto Reddit. Is this all Naruto memes? Is the first Uzumaki to accidentally discover the Death Reaper seal.
Like,
He's like, you're just fucking around trying to find a Death Reaper seal. You're like, I guess I'll die.
fuck it,
That
I
is
found
funny.
it.
I accidentally summoned the Death Reaper, you know, the guy who kills everyone's souls.
I get to one-shot you, but I one-shot myself at the same time.
Get 1v1 pussy. Do you imagine us settling an argument like that?
We're both
Fuck
dead.
you.
You know what? Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, what are you doing?
Stop.
Hey, stop that.
You're pissing me off, buddy.
You're fucking, dude, Drew would do that. You fucking pissed me off, dude.
Hey, what are you doing, dude? Stop.
Hey, what are you doing?
That fucking jutsu is ridiculous because like a regular genin can kill the Hokage with it.
Yeah, if he learns it, yeah.
It's so
That would have
dumb.
been funny if that was the first thing in that scroll that Naruto steals episode 1.
Death Reaper.
He's oh, what is this thing? I guess I'll just learn
Oh.
this.
Death Reaper seal.
That sounds pretty badass.
That's pretty cool. I like the sound of that one.
Fucking die, Iruka.
No one ever really liked me.
Look what
very
I learned,
much.
Iruka. Fucking die.
Do you know how to
Fuck.
stop this one?
This is how my parents died.
And then the fox just comes alive and starts wrecking the village.
That'd be pretty
Whoa.
cool alternate take. I like that.
That's the alternate universe.
Yeah. Oh, anyways, yeah, with that sacrifice devil, when you use that ability, like you one-shot someone, he takes away 2 years off your life.
Do you know what your total is?
No.
Oof, that's a gamble.
Yeah, so it's a kind of a gamble.
Die immediately. Fuck. That's only gonna live to 24. Fuck.
There's a devil called the Hell Devil. If you sacrifice, depending on how many people you sacrifice, you could take a certain amount of people to hell. Like you transport them to hell instantly.
Wait, depending on how many people you sacrifice is how many people you can send to hell?
It scales. It's not 1-to-1. It's a little bit more. It's like because the villain who uses that ability, he sacrifices 3 children.
Okay, he's a villain.
And
that's what I was saying.
yeah.
That's tough.
He sacrifices three children, and he sacrifices like his comrade, and he gets to send like a group of like 10 people to hell.
Okay.
So
Devil's
it's
like not a bad.
It's like 2
he
for 1.
bargains.
Yeah, it's a
He
bargain.
can haggle.
Yeah.
He's like 3 kids, not bad, not bad. 1 scumbag, okay, all right. I guess I'll kill 10
I
for
sent
you.
them to the nether for you.
There's another person who has like
Straight to the nether.
I think it's like the Knife Devil. She sacrificed her eye, and she could basically has blades for hands whenever she wants. So like each devil basically has like you make a
Forever,
sacrifice.
right? Like she sold her eye and like I get blade hands whenever I want now.
Yeah, whenever I want. Yeah, shit like that. And then there's this one devil called the Angel Devil. Depending on how many years of your life you sacrifice to it, it will give you a weapon that scales strength-wise to that.
Dang, dude,
So-
kill me.
Yeah, so you're like, oh, I want to give 50 years of my life, and then it'll give you like a ridiculously OP spear.
That's pretty cool. I like that one.
The shit like that. And it's cool. Like it sounds fair. I think it sounds super fair the way how it's portrayed in the show. But then some devils the main villain basically is the one that really fucks this all up. She's called the control devil. And if she thinks she's more stronger than you, she can make you do anything.
Wait, so she just has to think
What's
she's
her
stronger?
contract though?
So
does she give
she's a
up?
devil. So there's people who
Okay.
are also like they're
So she
fused
doesn't have
with
to give up
devils.
anything.
Yeah, she doesn't sacrifice anything. So what she does
That's brazen.
is she forces other people to make contracts with devils for her. So what she does, like, she'll go to like someone, like she'll go to someone, it's like, hey, be my bitch. They're like, okay, yeah, I guess. I'll be your bitch. It's like, I want you
Sure.
and it's like, I want you to make a contract with the bomb devil for me.
You
And then
got it,
I'm going to
baby.
use you as a proxy, basically. So she has multiple devils that she can use unlimited amount of times without paying
Wait,
any
can
price
multiple
herself.
people make a pack with the same devil?
Yeah, multiple people can make the pact with the same devil.
So she'll just have a line. So
So like the bomb devil can have like multiple people using his power.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why. So that's why her thing is she has like literally like a group of like 100 people with her at all times. And like each person's like just contracted to a different devil. She's like, all right, go fight for me, pussy. That's her whole thing.
Pretty cool. Definitely OP though.
Really OP.
It's like an infinite genjutsu.
Pretty much. That's why. And then her whole thing throughout the whole like mangas, the main character is called Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
And his devil's the Chainsaw Devil. And oh yeah, also here's the thing. Each devil strength is according to how much the general population fears that idea.
Okay. I got
So since a lot of people are afraid of chainsaws, Chainsaw Man's really strong.
you.
One of the main like enemy devils that they're hunting throughout most of the manga is called the Gun Devil. The Gun Devil's
Strong.
retardedly strong. Like
Yeah.
in the beginning of the manga, it explains like, oh, the Gun Devil attacked 10 years ago. It killed 500,000 people within 6 seconds when it appeared in Tokyo. It killed 200,000 people in the US and it only appeared for 0.6 seconds. Like shit like that. And it tells you how strong like that devil is. So each devil that they fight in the show, like their strength is basically on the idea of how scary they are.
Kind of like Jujutsu Kaisen kind of does that a little bit too.
A little bit with the
The
curse.
demon
Yeah.
Curses.
With the curses, depending on like, yeah.
Curse of
How you feel
Like,
about that
yeah.
idea that curse is that strong. That's
I like when they reveal like guy with stitches or whatever. He's like,
He's supposed to be the
He's like,
idea
"What
of
are you?
humans. Yeah.
people scared of humans.
Hey, but like, can he beat Goku though?
Easy, dude. He would just,
He just has
change
to
the
touch
shape
Goku.
of his soul, dude.
He literally just has to
Well,
touch
like-
Goku.
Can he beat
Goku would have to be self-aware of the old shape of his soul, and Goku's literally a country bumpkin retard.
But like, Goku been one of them souls before, bro.
Goku's susceptible to magic. What are you talking about?
He would send his ass straight to Snake Way, dude. I'm gonna tell someone that when I killed him.
I'm sending you to Snake Way.
I'm sending your ass straight to
I'm
Snake
sending
Way.
you to
dude.
King Yema's desk, homie. You're about to get judged.
Oh, what?
Oh.
I bet you a black guy's done that before.
King Yema.
Sending your ass straight to King Yema. Huh?
What did you say?
Chainsaw Man is one I've been my ears open about.
And then there's the strongest devil that appeared in that manga. Fucking nuts.
Boof.
No. So, well, you know how I told you that villain that made a deal with the Hell Devil and sent basically all the protagonists to hell?
Uh-huh.
When they were in hell, they had an encounter with the Darkness Devil. And
Darkness.
The Darkness Devil is retardedly strong because he's a primordial fear.
Yeah.
Everyone's afraid of the dark. So
Yeah.
that thing is autistically strong. Like, it literally one-shots half of the people that went to hell. Like, it literally instantly one-shots them, and the people who did survive, most of them lost a limb.
It's pretty rad. Darkness.
And they're
What
for
would be the biggest like primordial fear?
there's a lot of theories about that. A lot of people think it might be either the Death Devil,
True.
the Unknown Devil, which is kind of the Darkness
I was
Devil.
gonna say, I still think the dark's probably like the biggest primordial. That's like the biggest thing. Like as a caveman, primal, you're like, ooh, we just die. I can't fucking see anything.
Another thing is another theory is the
Commitment.
the Pain Devil. Like
That's tough.
the Pain Devil, because
Yeah.
everyone's scared of getting hurt. Like, you don't
Oh,
want to get
yeah.
hurt for no fucking reason. It's fucking gay.
True.
So that's why I was like, and then supposedly Chainsaw Man, it ended on chapter 98, and it announced that that's only part 1, and the part 2 is gonna happen, but it's been on hiatus for like over a year now.
Yeah. That sounds about right. I remember you talking about this when it first came out.
Yeah, that's why. And then the anime is gonna come out later this year. I think in fall or in winter. I forgot when, but it's Studio Mappa.
They got
So-
some nice bitches.
Studio
I'll
Mappa.
tell you that now.
Dude, you're not gonna like
Keep
it.
your ear out.
You didn't like Fire Force. I mean, this is basically Fire Force Point 2.
One of the bitches.
The show could be whatever. The nun lady was hot from Fire Force. The nun and the dark skinned lady were
You're
hot.
sinning.
You're sinning.
You're literally sinning right
May
now.
she
You're going to
bless me
hell.
where I stand.
You're going to hell.
May she bless. Maybe she told me Latom as she fucking sends my ass to hell.
I hope she does, dude. You're going to hell. The things you've done on this earth, I sure as hell know you're gonna burn in hell.
Are you ever gonna watch Fire Force?
What the?
Are you ever going to?
Didn't you?
I've watched
You
it.
watched season 1? No.
I finished season 1.
Did you finish season 2?
No.
Are you ever going to? Are you ever gonna watch it all when it all comes out?
It's the new Naruto. Of course he has to.
It's the new Soul Eater,
It's
dude.
true.
No, get it right.
Yeah, I think I might. I've been watching a little bit at work. I've been watching anime at work. Me
There's
and
a-
Fern have been watching Doro. It's pretty cool.
I don't know if it ended or it's almost ending.
Wait.
Fire Force.
Doro Hidoro or Doro? Wait,
Dororo.
which,
Doro.
Dororo.
which
That's
was that
what
one?
that guy said.
That's the dude with the.
He's got no fucking limbs.
Yeah.
His dad was like,
Yeah.
fuck my son. Take everything from him, demons.
Yeah.
The demons were like, shit, motherfucker, why didn't you say so earlier? But then one demon was mad late, running late, typical demon. And so he doesn't die. And he's just like, no skin, no arms, no legs. He's just a baby, like
No
swallowed
eyes.
out.
Yeah.
Like, and then it goes floating down a boat. And then now he's like, I'm pissed the fuck off that this is my existence. So he has like prosthetic limbs and he kills demons, and every demon he kills, he gets a piece of himself.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's
I
called
like it a lot.
Dororo. There's a 1954 or
Yeah.
64 version, and then there's the modern day version.
It's pretty sick. I like it a lot. There's a few things wrong with it, but I mean,
It's a very straightforward anime.
Yeah,
Very straightforward.
I give it like an 8 out of 10 so far.
Like
Solid.
this the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. That
Pretty good. Good action.
one. How far are you in it?
I'm on episode 15 out of 24.
So you already found out the little kids actually are.
A girl.
Yeah.
I know her backstory.
That
The
do look
main
like a
dude's-
girl.
Do be a girl.
It's because the whole time it's said it's a boy. Then 1964 version, well, it's like super cartoony looking. So it's like I'm a boy. So you think it's a boy the whole time. Then
A
like,
real boy.
and then they do a bombshell. It's like no, it's actually a fucking girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hit you with that plot twist.
I just watched the shark one.
Oh, the shark episode.
Yeah.
The shark demon.
Pretty good. But yeah. I like it a lot so far. There's a few.
Like how there's the Chad brother.
The brother is kind of cool. At first, I didn't like him at all. Because he's just like, mom doesn't like me.
I don't know why.
Because you stink, dude. You're stinky. But yeah, it is funny because he has so many context clues where he doesn't get it.
Yeah.
He's like, my mom's always praying to the statue, always sad. My dad's upset about some baby that left, I don't know, like 9 months before I was born, something like that. I don't get it. Why is he obsessed about some baby? It's like, I don't know, maybe think about it for a minute. But it was pretty cool when they fought for the first time, real quick. Torador's
He
like,
fucks him up.
yeah. I looked up his name, Hikimori.
Yeah.
Literally means little demon. Like it named him Little Demon. You're a little demon, dude.
You're a little guy.
Or no, Little Monster, I think, actually.
Yeah.
And he's just like, yeah. He's like, I learned you're my brother. He's like, I wish I liked you. You know, he's like, I like you and all, but all our people will die if I don't kill you, so just gotta kind of
Sorry,
kill
dude. You gotta take
He's
that
just
L.
like, yeah, cut your eye. He's like, oh, fuck. What the fuck, dude? What the hell? Oh, fuck. You don't have arms? What the hell is that?
What the fuck? Yeah, he's like,
There's fucking blades under your hands? What the hell? Pretty cool.
I don't think I've even heard of this show before.
I like it a lot. So.
in the Discord, everybody was
It's
talking
made
about
by some people who made Vinland Saga.
it. Yeah.
Binge.
Been chillin'.
Vinland Saga's so fucking.
I like it because, I mean, so far it hasn't been like, hasn't really done any tropes. Probably because of how old it is, because it's based off of old ass shit. It's not like tropey at all.
They could have fallen into that though, so that's cool that they have.
I mean, the biggest trope is that, you know, it's like B hate dad, B kill demons. But
Revenge.
you
Very
do
like
that,
yeah,
you
it's
do
supposed to
that,
be like
you
a very
do
like yeah villain
it's
of
a
the week.
classic. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a villain of the week type thing.
it's a classic villain of the week.
No, the only
Revenge
central
story.
villain is the dad and the brother.
Yeah,
Basically.
and even they're like well done villains because they're like, be like
They kinda have
yeah,
reasons.
but asshole, but like kind of saved thousands of people alive doing that.
Yeah.
And the main character's like conflict is like, I will kill lots of people if I want to get my body back, but
I kind of want my
I
body.
don't want my body back. Yeah.
I do kind of want my body back.
I guess
It'd
you
be
could
kind of fucked up that they did that to me when I was a baby.
I should have never suffered from this to begin with.
Yeah. It is quite a moral dilemma. Even me watching, I'm like, I don't know the right answer. I feel like the right answer technically should be like, kill yourself. But if I was in his position, I would be saying the other way. I'd be like, you guys are gay. I'm not. Fuck you.
Do you? I can tell you the
Spoil it
implication
for
at
me.
the end. Yeah, I can spoil it.
Don't do
Okay.
that. The only problem I had, well, my first problem was that none of the villains are themed whatsoever.
Just kind of random.
They just are random,
Some
which
mud
is kind of fun
monster,
too.
maybe
The
with
first one is a
butterfly
mud monster.
What do you mean by
There's
theme?
a shark monster.
I thought like it would be fun if like,
Like a wrestling
let's
theme?
say like the
Like this one's a
Yeah.
firefighter.
I
Like
wanted them to have
DX.
music when they came out. No, like let's say the villains. There's like a spider villain at one point. Let's say he kills the spider villain and he gets like a leg back because spiders have like are known for having 8 legs.
Yeah.
Like, just something small like that. but it's no correlation whatsoever.
Yeah, it's
Like
Brandon.
he'll kill like a giant mud monster, and he's like, "My fucking face," because it's like painful. Like his face like grows skin like out all of a sudden.
He gets his skin back. Yeah, that's the first thing.
Fuck.
At first, he's wearing like what, like a porcelain mask, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, and then like when he kills the mud monster, the very first one, he gets his skin back.
because I was sitting there trying, because especially that one's the first episode. I'm like, what's the correlation? Mud mask. But then, like, as it kept going, I'm like, there's no correlation whatsoever between villain and villain.
I forget which fucking monster he kills, and he gets his nervous system back.
It's like the third monster, which I was like, that's awful.
He gets his pain back.
Yeah, great. Now I can feel
fuck.
pain again. Yeah.
I think I'll leave that one. You can have that
I would
one.
have preferred that one to be last.
It's supposed to be
He
like
just
what?
recently got his spine back,
Yeah.
which was funny. And then afterwards, he's like, I don't know how to walk.
It's
It's
like-
How does he fight without a spine?
That's kind of like the iron. Oh, he has like a fake spine.
Oh,
He's like
okay.
everything's. He's like a puppet.
Oh,
Essentially.
okay.
Yeah, like
With,
this,
like, a soul in it.
this like it's like a
I haven't
carpenter
met him
dude.
yet, which is strange.
No, they're his adoptive dad.
Yeah, you don't meet him yet.
Really?
Yeah, because Fern's seen it and Elijah's seen it. They're like, oh, what do you think about him? And I'm like, I've been waiting to meet him. I'm waiting for him to.
He
give
has
his-
shown up,
No.
hasn't he?
They show him for 2 minutes. Like they show his like thing, like he makes prosthetics, but they haven't showed him and him interact whatsoever. I know, crazy.
I know.
Earlier.
No.
Could've
I've
sworn
been
it happens
waiting
earlier.
for his
What the
backstory.
fuck?
Well, like I know his like main backstory, but I've been waiting for his
Reasons.
training arc to like how he's like where he is, because we see him as a baby. He's like, I'm an adult. I kill demons. I'm like, well, that's pretty cool. But I'm waiting to figure out how. But I mean, it's pretty obvious. He's built like here. You got cool blades everywhere. Kill demons, boy. I'm gonna name you Little Monster because you're a little monster.
You're a little monster
You're
guy.
a
You're
little
a crazy
kinda
guy.
gross looking. You're hard to look at. Oh my god.
You're a sore for fucking eyes. I hurt looking at you.
Oh, God, you're hard to look
God, you're ugly.
That's the vibe I get that I'm gonna get when he meets him. I haven't met him yet, don't ruin it. But that's all I picture. I'm like, I can't wait for him to like do a flashback and he's like gonna, because he floats away on a little boat in the
Yeah.
river, like Moses or whatever.
Literally
He's
Moses.
just gonna find the boat and he's gonna be like, ugh, God, you're ugly.
Ugh.
Oh my God, I can't even look at you.
Yeah, I'll get you a new spine right now.
Poor child.
I'll make you this mask. Ah, there.
Yeah, that's better.
Now it's art.
Speaking of like samurai-esque type stuff, my grandparents came over the other day, and you know how
That's
my Theo,
interesting.
my Theo and Thea watch anime like with my cousin.
I didn't
Do they really?
but
Yeah, they watch. My Theo and Thea have
I know
like
you
they
watched
watched
all
all
of
of Naruto with my cousin.
That's rad.
They watch all of Naruto.
Dude, imagine watching Naruto with your pops, dude. Holy
He wouldn't
shit.
like my Theo's tried to describe like stuff to my dad. My dad just like he's very like
He zones it out.
typical. He's like, that's gay, that's gay. And my Theo's
yeah.
like, no, but it's actually like cool. Like this happens
sick,
and this
dude.
happens. And he's like, that's fucking gay.
If I did that with your dad and he was like, he's like, that's gay. I'd be like, yeah, it's pretty gay. You know?
Dude, you just gotta power through. You just can't let it.
Fuck that, dude.
You gotta stay course. Anyway,
One last question to ask
Oh,
because
sorry.
of that. No. Continue, sorry, but.
So my Theo's been watching like he's watched like Demon Slayer with his family. He's watched Naruto and like a few other shows, My Hero. But he got my grandpa and my grandma to watch like the first 5 episodes of Demon Slayer with him.
No way.
My grandma did not care for it whatsoever. She was so
see that.
bored. My grandpa loved Demon Slayer. He thought it was so
Dude, you
cool.
would like the movie.
Yeah.
He probably would love the
So I
movie.
listened to a comedian, I can't remember who, was like not into anime whatsoever. He's like, yeah, I watched the movie with my kid because it was on or whatever. And he's like, shit was badass. Like a guy who wouldn't watch it, you know what I mean?
Demon Slayer is very like casual friendly, I would say. Like it's just like people with
It's
like
pretty like old school, like Japanese movie.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
real movie, like kung fu movie.
Have you
almost.
seen the movie?
Yeah.
I still haven't. I still haven't. I just heard only good things about it.
Pretty
Well,
good.
season 2 literally starts. It's literally just the movie. Like,
Yeah.
But my grandpa loved the like first 4 episodes. He told me like all the stuff about it. He's like, "What's his name? Tanji." I was like, "Tanjiro." He's like, Tanjiro. He's like, he's so cool. See, he's like, I already told him I had seen it, but he's so excited about it. He's just explaining it to me like I had no idea. He's like, so he carries around his sister who like got bit by a demon, and like he keeps her in a box on his back.
You're capping.
I'm like, You're capping. No way. Dead ass.
That's
on what?
That's crazy.
Based on what? So he's explaining all this to me, and I'm like, oh, dude, that's awesome. Because I just like want to keep going. He's telling me like he can't wait to see the next like few episodes. My grandma's just sitting there going like, ugh. She's being real. She's being real Drew about it.
Yeah.
She's going, ugh.
Yeah, Francis is kind of a
It is
Drew.
whatever. Ugh.
Not my cup of tea.
My grandpa like got mad at her, like yelled at her, and then he like went back to just talking to me about it. And I was like, "That's right, that's right." And then at one point he goes like, "You know the like the medic samurai girl, the butterfly one?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he shoots me a look. And I immediately knew. I was like, "Yeah, me too, Grandpa." Me too. He just shot me the look. Like,
Dude, you literally do come from the pervy sage, bro.
he is my pervy sage.
He is your pervy
I follow
sage,
that.
bro.
He's the pervy grandpa from Heaven's Lost Property, and he is my pervy sage sensei. I will be a toad man by the time my life is over.
Dude, he would be a sick Jiraiya.
He would be a sick Jiraiya.
Just hanging out the bathhouse, dude. Checking out the ladies. Hey, they don't make them like they used to, mijo.
Dude, I want to watch Demon Slayer with my grandpa. That'd be sick.
That'd be funny as fuck. That would be pretty cool.
Oh, he was hype.
Oh, what was your question?
I was gonna say, like, if you had to like force a fucking normie to watch an anime, like,
What's the perfect one?
yeah, what would it be like? Would you
I
say it's
think
the easiest anime to like?
We had brought this. I don't know if it was on the podcast, but we brought this up before, where I said like if we had to show like, our dads like an anime or anything, like they would bring them into it, and you said you didn't think there would be one for them.
I don't think I should.
Well, what's like the most likely one? What would you say?
Most
Like, would you be the
likely?
like that the best chance that they might like a normie, not just your dad, but like a normie. Like you had a
Cowboy
normies never
Bebop.
I
watched.
feel like my dad's the ultimate normie, though.
Like he doesn't like
Like,
anything.
he doesn't even know what anime is.
That's
Like, he
fucking
couldn't
hilarious.
say that word.
That's hilarious.
Anim?
like, I
He'd
don't
be
know.
like Jose about it.
Yeah, he'd be like those
Anim?
Japanese cartoons. They got football over there?
Not really. Ugh.
No, mostly underage girl. The only thing they'd be tossing around is underage girls. Yeah, my dad's like the ultimate normie.
Like he
has
sticks
zero-
very strictly to like the
He has
code of
no
like
context whatsoever.
I like football. I like this. I have the like.
I
He
like
sticks
beer.
to the
I
code.
like football. I like a nice steak.
So what would you say like
He's a goddamn American.
the most
He's
likely show? Like just the most likely show that you would show him that.
Baki. No, my bad.
Ooh,
Hajime no
Baki's not
Ippo.
bad. I'm leaning more towards Baki.
You think Baki would be better for him than Ippo?
He'd probably like Baki. Because he did like Bruce Lee.
So
That
you
is
think-
pretty American.
Well,
Most old
Baki's-
school Americans are like,
So you think he liked the
Bruce Lee's
ridiculousness
badass.
of it?
But
think
Baki's
he'd like the
fucking
fighting.
wild.
I think he'd like the fighting though. Because one of his favorite things, one thing that makes my dad laugh more than anything is seeing someone like absolutely wreck their body. That like makes him chuckle like, I've never, like, he laughs like a real person. It's pretty funny. Like there's, what was that show on MTV? It was called Scarred. And all it was like skateboard videos or like dirt bike videos where someone would like fall and like
Eat shit.
snap their leg. Yeah. And he'd be like, he would like Bert laugh at it.
He got hit in the head with a coconut.
Yeah, pretty much. He would just laugh hard as hell. And he's like, oh, what a dumbass. Just keep laughing.
God.
That's
So he'd
awesome.
probably like Bucky. Like,
can
I
see
feel like
that.
he would like, he wouldn't show it if I was there. He'd have to watch it on his own.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gay. I'm not going to laugh in front of my son. What am I, gay? When I show joy in front of my son, what am I, gay? But if he watched it alone and he saw the scene where where Bucky's dad fucking rips that guy's face off.
Oh.
He's fucking chucks that guy's face into the crowd. He'd be like, "Whoa!" Oh shit!
Whoa.
What an idiot!
Get fucked.
Get fucking.
You don't think your dad might be more of like a SAO kid?
No, you would think SAO was so gay. You would not like it one bit.
I don't
What
know.
the hell is this? A video game? What
Yeah,
the
so it's like
hell
if
is
you
it?
die in the game,
he
you die
couldn't
in real
even make
life.
the first episode, dude. He'd tap out so quick. Hajimo info, maybe it's a little slow.
Do you think it has to be a little faster?
What if you just showed him like
Might.
straight to like a good like art?
I think that's why Baki's perfect. Baki's just
They just get down.
Just skip
gets
straight to the
down.
good shit. Yeah.
Mm. Do you think that'd be work for him?
I think Baki might be the perfect one for him specifically. For a normie though, Hajime Info's not bad. He might like sports ones. There's a basketball one that I like.
Kuroko no Basket?
No.
It's only basketball one.
No.
There's
a couple.
Haikyuu, that's volleyball.
There's Slam Dunk, and then there's the one I'm thinking of is Soro no something. It's a duck that can fly or something.
Sora no Otoshimono.
I don't think that's right.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
But yeah, I love that one.
Heaven's Lost Property.
But yeah.
Dude, Jerry, I haven't watched it yet. Jerry just sends me this out of nowhere.
He's watching it right now, dude.
The fuck he said you?
The Undertaker is in an episode, lol.
Some MTV show from the 90s that Jerry's obsessed with right now.
What'd you say, Cameron? What would be your choice then?
I'm still thinking
For a normie,
there
like-
might be a better answer. I'm thinking for my dad. Like for a normie, this also works. I think Cowboy Bebop would probably be really good. Like the music's very in line with what we like.
Cowboy Bebop is one
It
of the
doesn't
ones
look
that
very out there in terms of like
normies have
animation.
hit me up with that one.
Oh, dude, I love
I've
that
had
guy.
a couple guys
Spike.
on the football team that are like, "You like that Anim shit, right?" I'm like,
Anim shit?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, I mean, I don't really like it, but I've seen Cowboy Bebop, and that shit's pretty badass." I'm like, "Ah, cool."
Yes.
That's one of the coolest guys hit me with that. One of the coolest guys I knew.
I seen that.
Darian. He hit me with one of the first times where I was like saying things incorrectly.
To pretend.
funny.
Oh, you're such a fucking.
Masturbating.
It was funny though. I didn't learn that. Like, you know, you learn certain things that are like, oh, that's funnier if you do it that way. Like instead
Wait,
of
no,
calling
no.
me,
What do you mean?
Oh, instead of calling me and Jordan gay, he was like, because me and Jordan moved to that school together, so we like hung out because we knew each other. So we were always hanging out together. And I was like, oh yeah, me and Jordan we're cousins or whatever. He's like, oh, I thought you two were like fucking lesbians or something.
Oh, yeah.
And I just thought that was funny.
Oh,
as
never
fuck.
mind. I
I was
misunderstood.
like, oh, yeah, so much better instead of
I
saying
like
like,
that.
oh, I thought y'all were gay or whatever. It's like, which I still like that.
Oh,
But I thought y'all were lesbians or something. I was like, that's pretty
I
great.
like that. I misunderstood, and I thought you were saying like he was one of the guys you thought was so cool. When something would get brought up, you'd be like, "Anim." Like, I don't
no.
really know what that
Anim?
is.
What's
They caught me reading Naruto manga, dude.
Oh,
I was like, oh, this? I'm like, I just fell on this page. I was looking at tits earlier.
must. I think it's
There was titties in this book. I haven't found any. It's kind of weird.
You know me, Darian. I'm just looking for tits, dog.
This was hidden in my Hustler magazine. What's going on?
You ever get one of those weird links on the side?
I bet my gay little brother probably put this in my backpack. This isn't mine.
But yeah, I would say probably Cowboy Bebop. Like the music falls in line. The animation isn't too out there or like cutesy to where my dad would be like immediately turn off like this is gay. I can't watch this.
Yeah.
It's a little more
What's
serious.
the first episode of Cowboy Bebop?
That
The first
guy.
episode's good. It's
First
like
ep-
the Mexican style one.
Yeah, first episode's good. So I can see my dad just being like, "Yeah, that was cool."
Not a bad answer.
I don't think I can show my dad Dragon Ball. I don't think he liked Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I think going anything like sexual or with a lolly is the wrong move.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Why
for-
do you love Dragon Ball in that? Why was that your immediate?
No,
jump
that
from
wasn't.
that?
But I was just thinking of like the nose.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
immediate,
okay, the
these
nose, yeah,
don't
yeah.
work.
Yeah, they immediately be like, "That's gay. This is gay."
Heaven's Lost Property, even Rosario Vampire. That's too much for a first
Yeah, like
one.
that'd be gay. Well, just off the art style, I know a lot of older people like look at anime and go like, "This looks girly." Like, I don't like this.
Sorry, Vampire kind of is girly.
It is girly. I won't lie to you on that. But they meant like the anime genre in general. They look at this and they're like, "This is girly."
But it would be
This
funny
is
though. If
gay.
someone hit me with that during that time. I'm like, what? I'm sorry, girly.
What did you just say?
I guess getting mythical pussies girl. I guess weirdly fighting werewolves to get.
Dude, episode 1 for Rosario Vampire is so nuts. When he tries to rape her.
yeah.
Like, whoa, you can't do that.
Rape is bad. Dude, honestly, Rosario Vampire is literally my gym partner is a monkey. He literally goes to the wrong school because of his last name. He's like, well, I'm not a demon, but I guess I'll keep going to this school. Wait, rape is bad. Don't rape that girl.
What are you doing? What are you doing? I never thought of that comparison.
Pretty much is, dude.
Oh, shit.
My gym partner's a monkey. It was just a ripoff of Rosario Vampire. Eh?
It really was, dude.
So sad.
What if there were monkeys?
An animator was watching that show. Was like, wait.
What if instead of demons and stuff, they're all monkeys?
I like that. I like that a lot.
Just get
A
friendly.
little monkey.
Let's rape.
Adam
More
Lyne.
monkey.
Adam Lyne says no to rape.
Like, I remember my old boss Dave from the meat department. Like, he would one time we were talking about cartoons. I don't know how it came up, but he was talking. He was like doing Yogi Bear, like he was doing the voice of it, and he goes, "That's a real cartoon, mijo."
What is it?
Hey, yo, boo boo,
Hey,
get
yo,
that
boo-boo.
picnic basket. He was like
Nice.
doing that,
Classic.
and he goes, "That's a real cartoon."
Classic uncle, dude.
He's old too. He's probably like 60 something.
Yeah.
He's like, not like this anime crap. And I was
Hell
like,
yeah, dude.
Oh shit.
I like that. That's funny. Even though like that he's technically like dissing me in that, I still love that attitude, dude. I can't help it. There's a part of me that romanticizes being like that so much.
A part of you. There's a lot of you that
Big part of me.
romanticizes that.
I wish I was that guy, dude.
That would be gay.
Which
I
is
have
my
you know,
dad, dude,
David.
so much.
I want you to know David is gay.
No, he's cool and you know it.
He is super cool. He's
See,
very
there's
cool.
a part of it that's cool, dude.
It is no. I won't even lie to that. That is cool. But like, what about someone like my grandpa, who's like pervy sage incarnate, and he like watched not even like the pervy part. He watched Demon Slayer episodes 1 through 4, and he was like, "That was badass."
I think a part of it though is he'll never be a dork about it.
Dude, he was gushing to me about it.
But he'll never be a dork about it. He's never gonna have a poster. He's never gonna remember a character's name. He'll always have to stutter a character's name.
if he was born in this generation, I think he would.
I don't think he'd be
like,
as cool as he is then.
yeah, no, I agree.
Then that's the problem.
It's because he was born in like a different time that makes
Yeah.
it. Which
That's why
I
he's
agree,
cool.
but like I mean, like person to person is more so what I'm trying to preference that off of. So like, if he was born in this time, he would be like more dorky.
He'd be Jerry.
He'd be Jerry. You said
be
my
closer
grandpa's
to
secretly
Jerry.
gay.
If he started off with anime, yeah, probably.
I can see that.
But because he didn't, he grew hard.
I do
He
see-
became tough. He became a man.
I do see what you're saying though, because there is something kind of inherently girly about anime and all that shit. A lot of them. I won't say all of them, but a lot of them. Dragon Ball's pretty fucking manly, and
I think even not
Yeah.
anime, but just
cartoons.
being enveloped, even if it was just regular movies, just being enveloped in like a media where you like all you do is sit down and watch something is like inherently like
A little
It's not
less,
manly,
little more
like-
beta.
yeah.
I see that.
It's like if your hobby's running around and doing something physical, you're most likely going to be manlier than someone like I like watching people.
So what if somebody
drawings,
doesn't
like,
play football but just watches it? Are they less manly?
just watches football?
Yeah.
They're probably less manly than the person who played it. Yeah,
I agree.
More than likely.
What about people that watch football over watching like cartoons?
There's levels to it, and of course, there's exceptions in every way, but more than likely, probably more manly.
More manly? Would you say by a decent amount?
My Uncle Troy's kind of like that. Computer dork, never played, but he knows about cars because he like watches car videos all the time. He
Yeah.
knows about football. He knows about basketball. He could like talk with my dad on the same level. A little
see
bit of
that.
manliness to that.
I see that.
If
Tradition.
my dad hit him with like, "Oh, you catch that game last night?" He's like, "Nah, too busy watching fucking tits, anime tits last night." I'm like, "Oh, my uncle's a fucking dork, dude."
What a G. Sounds like a gangster.
I know it's
to me.
because I'm from a different generation and I got tism, but like I respect that
Like,
more.
you'll probably be more fun to a kid, like as an uncle.
Dude, I'd be the perfect uncle.
But if,
No, you won't.
I would be the perfect uncle.
but like, to
I don't
another,
have to see them for like maybe 2 hours at a time. Like I'm visiting,
He'd be a pretty good uncle.
and then I'm like, all right, later, fuck off. I don't have to like spend time with you anymore.
Being an uncle is easy.
Being an uncle is mad easy.
I'm looking forward to it, kinda. I'm just gonna show up and be like, "Up, dude."
Then right when she starts getting
Hit you with
annoying,
this gift.
all right, I'll see you later. I'm out.
I'm headed out.
Oh, you get an attitude? All right, I'm out. See you later. I don't have to deal with it.
I'm out to the beach.
All right.
See, what do you think about that?
What?
Like, let's say like an uncle. Is it like if one who's like obsessed with anime, or one who's obsessed with like, I don't know, say soccer.
They both don't do shit. They
Weird.
both just sit on their ass.
They're
But
obsessed with this thing.
but what they
yeah.
consume is entirely different.
Well, I've only had uncles who like soccer and shit. Like none. I don't have any
Yeah,
uncles
but I
that are
mean,
like.
you can picture like,
Yeah.
know what an
In
anime
this
guy is
hypothetical.
like. Yeah.
In this hypothetical, I would be the uncle that likes anime. And then like,
But like,
like-
I feel like even though you're into anime, like you would still be like, not which one do you like more? Which one do you think's more manly?
I want to know what you think, not like what that would be.
more manly.
Yeah. Your soccer obsessed uncle or your anime obsessed uncle?
I wouldn't actually base it off what they watch. I would base it off what they do.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Like if I have an uncle that's like a mechanic
Mm-hmm.
and he like watches anime, I'm gonna see the uncle that the mechanic and also likes anime is more manly than like an uncle that's only into soccer but like I don't know, he just cooks, like that's his thing.
He's a pencil pusher, like some job
Yeah.
or whatever.
Like
Yeah.
honestly, the mechanic guy is more
That job
manlier.
helps. Yeah.
I would say it's based off what they do, not necessarily what they watch or what they're into.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because then I would see like the guy who's like the mechanic is more reliable. Basically, whoever I see is more reliable is who I see is more manly.
Wait, okay, I was gonna. So my immediate thought to that was, what's the ultimate like manly? So serving. So like my grandpa serves. Does that make him ultimate manly so he can do as much
That's a
cringy shit as he
giant
wants?
boost, dude.
What do you
But-
mean?
but
sir?
what-
Serves in the military.
Oh,
But what immediately made me think of that is, does that make Jones, Kyle Jones, his head jump him up?
He's more
to
manly than
man?
most of the people in Discord. Most of the people in our Discord haven't done shit.
That is true, but I
He's
like
at least trying something.
that is very.
He's a fucking
But
dork.
He
Don't
did
get
it
me
for
wrong.
pussy. He only joined the army for
Not
for there.
only.
He
That's a bit of a
mainly
bit.
mainly
Not
joined
the
the army
army.
for pussy.
Not even the army.
He's in the
Or the Air
yeah.
Force.
the Air Force, like the pussiest branch you can
Yeah,
join.
yeah, but he's still doing way more than most of us.
I don't know, dude. If there was like a
Tell me I'm wrong though. Most of that Discord, no bitches, no future.
No maidens.
I would see a mechanic is more
Including
manlier
me.
than Kyle Jones.
None of them are mechanics. I would agree with you if someone in our Discord was like a fucking grease monkey.
What about Armando?
Armando doesn't even fucking do that. He does it for fun, and he usually has another person do it for him. And he's like the one guy too, and
Yeah.
he's not even like really.
I do agree that he is doing it. I just like the meme on Kyle Jones because he's very much a little baby
He's
boy.
He's a beta.
yeah.
You know what? He's not even that beta. He has a lot of beta shit about him though.
A lot
at
of
least
beta
he-
tendencies.
But he does like he try to push like he would
Would
push
you
around
say-
I don't like
Drew.
it. I don't like it. That's Kyle. I don't
Would you
like
say
it.
Kyle Jones is low T or high T?
He might be high T, dude. He might be mid T. I think he was born with low T and he's getting T. Cause I've seen him bully. He was our boss. One. I've seen him bully Drew. I've seen him get bitches, and he joined the Air Force. He's got way more T than a lot of other fuckers in the
Okay.
Discord.
All right. Now I see what you're talking about.
He does have a lot of low T stuff. I'm not saying he's high T. I'm talking about within the Discord.
Okay.
standard.
No, I get you. I get you. I
He's
get
in a
you.
low T pool, but he might be king in low T pool, dude.
He's upper low T.
Yeah, dude.
He's a big fish in a small
He's
pond.
fucking bronze one, dude. That guy might make it out. He might go silver.
That was pretty sick. I do agree. There's just inherently more like manly stuff about traditional manly shit.
Yeah.
So like, if I wanted to be more manly, which I don't, I could be like, bro, you see that like
That's fucking.
You're low T, dude. You're low.
I'm very low T.
You're low T.
I'm
dude.
very low T.
You got someone was like, "Oh, you want pussy?" And you're like, "Can you tell a good story?" No. All right, I'm finna head out.
Dude, quick update. That chick, I think I told
My
you.
dad made fun of you.
Did he tell you the story?
Yeah, he did. Okay. He did. He's like, I just don't get the youth these days. Me neither, Pop.
But
Like,
that
he's
was literally
being
you.
offered
But
it.
that was literally you.
What do you mean?
With what's her face when she was in your car in your driveway and she's
Dude.
like, "Do you want me to come inside?" And you're like, "I think you should
First
go."
off, I was 18. a
Legal.
little
You're an
younger.
adult. I don't care. Go on.
I was in high school.
Plus L plus ratio. Go on.
And I fucked up. And I acknowledge it's fucked up. The difference is you walk away, you're like, I made the right move. I
No,
walked away from that
I said I
situation.
fucked up. I never said.
No, but you went back and then you're like, I still don't like it.
Wait, well,
Me, I went.
how so?
I think about that daily, and I'm like, I'm a fuck up. I should have fucked her. Every day I think about that.
Well, I did.
You walk around, you're like, nah, that's pretty cool. I like playing melee.
Well,
I'm fine with my decision.
It's like I didn't let it sit on me. Like I was like,
Dude,
after,
I thought about that 3 days ago. I had a dream where I was like, I should have fucked her. I woke up, I was like, I should have fucked her.
like as soon as
And
I
I'm not
walked
even
out,
joking. I literally did do this.
as soon as I walked out into the parking lot, I was like, "You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. You should have accepted. Like that was clearly a thing." And then I thought about it for like the next few days, but I'm not gonna sit on it for the rest of my life. I feel like that's a little more low T than like just
No,
getting
that's high
past it.
T, dude.
That is not
Knowing
high
that
T.
you missed out on a hunt.
And just sitting on
Knowing
it
you
for the
didn't
rest
get
of
the
your life.
caribou. That's
I
high
can't.
T, dude.
Well, that's like this.
That's the drive for my next meal.
I could get next.
You're over here laying here picking berries with the women, dude. I'm out here hunting caribou.
So this same chick, after she said that, like
That's why I harpooned my next girl.
did he tell
Hit her in the
you?
throat.
Did your dad?
Headshot.
Did your dad tell you I asked this chick out on a date and
Yeah.
she said she thought of me as a friend? And I was like, all right, cool.
Oh no.
I
You told me that you talked to her and you were like, I just wanted her to stop talking.
Oh yeah, that was
couldn't
another
take
part.
it.
That was another part.
Yeah,
We were just talking and she was just going about her schedule and I was like, Jesus
That's
Christ,
what the part he
shut
was
the
making fun of.
fuck up.
He's like, of course I've dealt with that a ton of times. He's like, well, you just gotta eat that on the chin and just get the prize.
What? I don't need it. I don't want.
That's low T. That's the low
I've
T.
had pussy. I don't want to deal with that for it. I can just beat off.
Crazy.
I could just beat my dick. It's fine.
Dude, if I was that close, I would have been growling at her.
So, I ended up asking her out on a date, and she told me she ended up seeing me as a friend. I messaged her because I barely ever see her like in person.
Mm-hmm.
So I got her phone number and I asked her, and she was like, "Oh no, I really see you as a friend." And she made a joke about like, she's like, "Well, why would you want to ask somebody who like you don't think is pretty and you don't even like that much?" And I told her like, both of those things are true, but I thought I'm just in case. But then I told her like, no, I'm just fucking with you. Like I'm just kidding.
Holy
But then the next time I
Hey,
worked,
you're right. You're ugly and unfunny.
but then the next time I worked with her, she came in the back room of like the meat department. She said like, "Oh my gosh, don't look." She goes in the back room. She asks if there's cameras. I was like, no. And she starts like doing stuff. So I'm looking away, and then she's like says a few things, and I don't look back. And eventually she walks out. And then I made a joke about like, "Oh, what if I had cameras back there or something?" I don't remember exactly what I said. And she's like, "Oh, then you would have seen my titties or my boobs." And I was like, in my head immediately, like, "You're an idiot. She's trying to get you to look. You're a fucking because she could have gone so many different places in the
Yeah,
going
that's
all
pretty blatant.
specifically to the Vaughn's meat department in their back room. There's so many
That's wild.
different
No
places.
normal girl does that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be changed next to the autism guy in the back.
So there's still a chance. This bitch doesn't know that I'm retarded yet. So there's
I think she knows. I don't think you get that.
maybe
a
after that
secret.
last
She
one,
might know you're low T, dude. She
Aw.
might smell your low T.
she might prey on that. I don't know.
Yeah. She
Fuck.
might wallet sink you.
I ain't paying for shit, dude.
What if she said she had OnlyFans?
Oh fuck! You know how much free? I don't even. Dude, I think paying
Dude,
for like
if I knew a person and they were like, "Oh, this is my OnlyFans," that's a no-brainer for me.
I'll look for leaks first.
True. Well, it's
Ask
just
her
like
on the
some girl at
store.
Vaughn's. There's no way.
no, there's so much free porn. I guess maybe I'd probably have a
Can't you see
moment.
their followers?
Don't
Who's
you follow
following?
like Patreon drawings?
No.
Have you never subscribed to get some hentai?
I did one time on that Newgrounds Treasure and Audio. I did one time just to get the most recent build because the Newgrounds build was at like 0.43 and the fucking the actual build was at like 0.97. I was like, dude, I'm not gonna wait like a whole. I'm already caught up. I want it now.
I didn't buy 5 extra chapters right now. Yeah.
Which I've not even finished that game. Probably should have just waited. Anyway, yeah, like I
It's not bad.
just didn't give a shit, dude. That I immediately like felt pressure get off of me. I was like, dude, I feel good now. This bitch like told me I feel as a friend, that she feels as me as a friend, and then she did that. Cool. Can't wait to spit on her, tell her I don't like her, see what she does then.
She's the type of
So
friend.
sloppy and off. You tell her that.
She's the type of girl like if you guys get drunk together, like she for sure will sleep with you.
Oh, yeah, sick.
Yeah.
Like for sure.
Well, she's not
not even
legal to drink, so
That's where you hook it up.
Is she legal to smoke in certain states?
What are you referring to?
Is she 18?
Is she of consensual age?
What's going on?
Wait, Cameron?
No. She's 18. She's 18, almost 19.
Wow. She's 18.9.
Dude, what's funny is it was like after I found out how old she was, it was literally like the next week Amanda hit me with that line of like, you look like a 40-year-old guy who still talks to 20-year-old women. Oh
Dude,
shit.
she's 18. She's dumb as hell. You can totally
Yeah.
date her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You might actually be cool to her.
which is I barely talk to her. I try to keep everything
She's
short
like,
and
whoa,
sweet.
you dry?
That way she doesn't know I'm a retard. Try to
That's
keep
the low
everything
T.
very small.
Literally on her birthday, she'd be like, "Oh, hey," just like make a joke, like, "Oh, I should buy you a drink or something." Like, "Yo, you want a drink?"
True.
She'd be like, "Oh, I can't yet."
He's
I'm
right.
like, "Yeah, but like, it's your birthday, you gotta celebrate somehow."
I mean, I guess
Like,
we
just
gotta
one
get
drink
fucked
won't
up.
hurt. One drink won't hurt.
I
Baby
like
girl,
this.
do you know what consent is?
Like, you're ready
You know,
to
in
truly.
some states it's 17.
If she just gurgles because she can't respond,
When you-
Jamie got that.
Jamie got that.
I think I have a chance. I'm gonna go for it. I
Sounds like
rarely
you have a
ever
chance.
fucking see her. I refuse to message her again. It's fucking annoying.
Dude, every girl that said, I only see you as a friend, it's only fuels me stronger, dude. So you're telling me there's a chance. So you're saying
So you
don't
see
hate me.
So you see me. Well, I see you too.
I like you and I want you.
Gonna have it.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours.
When they hit me with the, I see you more as a friend. Oh, I see you're choosing all. All right, this has been a long ass one, right, Jamie? What are we at? Pretty long.
It's pretty long.
Pretty long.
I
Up
think-
there. Definitely
If
up
you're in
there.
here 3 hours deep, shout out you. Shout out Jerry.
Amen, brother.
I was
Shout out
gonna
Jerry
say
and Izzy, future
Yeah.
Izzy.
Yeah, dude. Me.
I watch every podcast that comes out.
Me too.
I gotta say, I watched the last one that
Dude,
we dropped.
I've
If
never
you're
seen
watching
one.
now, if you made it this far, oh my gosh, subscribe. The last one was great.
Dude,
but
make sure to hit that notification bell.
hit that notification button.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
But the last one I was legitimately listening to while I was working, I was like laughing to myself at like 7 a.m, just working by myself.
That's
I
wild.
love
thought
that
it was-
shit, dude.
I thought it was
I
funny.
can't listen to myself.
Dude, I've been awake like
Cringes me.
all night long for the past week, and all I do is just re-listen to our podcast like throughout the night. So I'm in my room just fucking laughing to myself at like 3 a.m.
So how do you feel about yourself when you're hearing yourself though?
Nah, I
Because
give
me
a
and
fuck.
Brandon have talked about
I don't
it.
give a fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I hate hearing myself and Brandon hates hearing himself.
I'm not autistic. But I don't care about
too.
that.
Highly autistic.
It's like I hear myself when I
I
go,
literally hear my voice every day when I talk. So I was like, how am I
well,
having
you
a
don't
problem?
think it sounds different when you hear it on recording?
No.
I think,
I
to me it
sound
sounds
way
way
gayer.
different. Yeah, it sounds way gayer.
No.
Dude, I've definitely high A, low T. Like low testosterone, high autism, just fully fucking going. And I don't like it.
But I think like listening to the podcast, for the most part, I'm laughing at you guys, and then every now and then I'll say something myself that like. What's funny for me is when I think something and I don't remember the bit, and then past Cameron in the podcast says it, and I'm like, sick, dude.
You got it, dude.
He
You
got
hit
it.
that.
Talks about coming on his chest. Like,
He said it.
it.
No, but every now and then I'll say something that'll make me laugh. But for the most part, it's just you guys or whoever we'll have on.
Dude, as soon as I hear I've tried that a couple times, especially since I had the other podcast too, where I listen to it, I'm like enjoying it, and then as soon as I hear me, I'm like, get this guy off the air. He sucks.
You have to
Guy's
plow
dumb.
through that. You have to plow through that.
it's just autism, bro.
Turn off his microphone. This guy's gay as hell.
I felt that way for a long time listening to the podcast when we first started, but since I kept forcing myself to listen, I've tried to change things I don't like. So every time I listen to it, I'm like, that was cringe. Like, don't do that again. That was fucking annoying.
Yeah, stop jacking off on my chest.
Don't do
That's
that.
fucking
No,
cringe.
that's fine. That's fine.
Keep that up.
Keep that
You're
up.
doing great.
You're doing
guy.
great. But like this part, you
Oh, this
jumped
guy's
in.
killing it.
Anyone else? Are they gonna sign this guy? Anyone heard of this guy?
God, I wish I had that. That'd be great.
Dude, just do it. One thing I noticed immediately is that like when I was talking, I would just like let words just fall out of my mouth. Like I felt like I was just dripping words. I wasn't really enunciating. It's like, dude, nobody slapped me yet. No one just told me to speak normally. What the fuck? So I've been trying to work on that.
Open your mouth more.
That's what I've been
You'll
trying
talk
to
better.
do.
Dude,
You literally talk clear that
what do I
way.
do? I think I suck in.
Mhm.
I noticed. And that pisses me off.
Then listen to yourself do it and make it.
cringes
But
me so
then you
hard.
stop yourself and the next time you do it.
Oh, man.
It's a slow thing.
I'm gonna be mad at work. Just listening to my just sucking in air every other word.
I have noticed you haven't done it nearly as much as you used to. You used to do it a lot, but I
have
haven't
to
heard
start wearing a mask.
a mask. While
I'm
you
wearing my fucking pandemic mask.
That's weird because the Batman mask only covers the upper part.
I'm fucking mad, but I might feel so swag. I'm gonna get some high tea.
It doesn't cover the mouth, so it's not gonna really help.
Joker, you're gay.
All right then.
we calling it? This is
Okay.
a long ass one.
Yeah, I think we're good with all that. Any last words? Any last food for thought? Last pickings? Last jabs?
I'm pretty sure we're all gay. We all have low T.
Dude,
no,
that's my
speak for
mission.
yourselves.
I'm sorry, Israel. You too. You
Dude,
got
everyone be more like Izzy. Get that low A, high T. Work on it. You can get more T. It's possible.
Bert's got the high T, high A, bro.
He does. He's a TA, dude. He's a TA. He's
yeah,
high.
you do.
Dude, the doctors definitely are walking out like
His power level.
T's and A cells are off the charts. Jesus Christ. He's here in the other room.
Ah.
What an
Based on
animal.
what?
Based on what?
Based on what?
Based on what, doctor?
No.
A black man's a doctor.
What do you call? Hey, dog, I got a joke for you.
We always end up talking about Bert too. Albert and Jerry.
They're characters.
They really are.
Mm.
They're shonen protagonists.
Dangerous.
They shouldn't protect-
We do have some wild characters in the squad.
We do.
I mean, it's hard not to. They're literally cartoon characters.
When you
Drew, Bert, and Jerry are literally like our main topics.
Dude,
half
they're
the
like,
time.
I would love to put those three monkeys like in a cage and just watch them. Just people watch
I would
'em.
love a podcast episode where it's just them three.
I would
they,
love
we
that.
step
they
back,
replace us.
Get rid of
We
us
step
three,
back,
put them three.
Ooh, I like that
That'd be
idea.
great.
I like that
Dude,
idea.
we
a
gotta
lot.
convince them
That'd be
somehow.
funny as hell.
Give them money. Gotta give Bert chicken.
I feel like what would end up happening would be Drew would like get shy, just shut down. Jerry would maybe say something, and then Bert would just go on like a racist tirade.
That's all we need. That's all we
Turn
need.
into a like Yeah, Jews pretty much run everything. They're basically scum
It
of
would
the
very
earth.
much be Bert carried podcast. Bert would be talking the most. Then it would be Jerry.
He starts
and
talking
then-
about the Nazis. Drew would like fucking hype.
Drew might step in with some history facts. No, we're talking about history.
Well,
If the episode's like at least an hour long, I'd be more than satisfied. Even more
would
than
be
40
pretty
minutes,
funny.
I'll be more than
that'd
satisfied.
be great.
We gotta try to convince him somehow.
We gotta put fucking Bert on a leash.
Nah, dude, he's fine, dude. I like him
He can't
untamed.
be free range, dude. He's gonna get out of control.
If he says whatever he wants, he can say some wild shit.
Dude, yeah, like imagine free range chicken, but the chicken's like racist and it breaks out and starts killing other animals.
He kills other chickens.
Bert, no.
Hates his own race.
He's crazy.
That free range chicken lost it. Yeah, put it down. Oh,
When he put it down.
take the shot. Based on what?
Based on what?
And then blow his head off.
Oh,
God, it's over.
thank God. The nightmare's over.
All right, I'm
We're done.
calling it.
All right, then.
Thanks for listening. Later, fuck boys.
Go fuck yourself.
Based on what?
Hey, when I know it's like almost 3-hour podcast, but at the end, can you go all the way to the end and auto-tune me saying "go fuck yourself"? Can you add that in for me, please?
Auto-tune?
Can you auto-tune it like when I say it? I just think that'd be really. Yeah, I just think it'd be really. Well, I was thinking more like Finn from Adventure Time, but yeah, that'd be cool.
Siphoning through every time I said taste and just bass boosting that up. Just putting that up like